Sound check, sound check. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Not a lot of people know that, apparently. That's Michael Caine, he knows. Oh, well, poor old Donny Trump. He's looked a bit worse for weather, hasn't he, wouldn't you say? A little bit, how to put it? A bit shit on the face. Looks like he's slipped on the old banana skin and gone head first into a diaper, as old Donny. Or have you got any other possible reasons why this might have happened to old Donny? Now, we always know he misses around the eyes, not in the eyes, but around the eyes. As you can see, he has some, what are these light areas? It's like he's wearing goggles or something. Is he on the sunbed? Maybe. Or is it some kind of dodgy cream that he don't want to get in his eyes? Or was it that diaper? Quite possibly, yeah. It's obviously said diaper because obviously, he's American. Yeah, he's American. That's what he is, yeah. Anyway, who we got here today? Oh, crikey. Oh! We've got the chat up. On the top chat. No, let's change that. We need to be in a live chat. There you go. Kool-Aid, hello there. Hope you're well. Let's make it a little bit smaller so I can get more on. That's better. All right. Anyway, can we all be nice? You know, be pleasant. Let's all be woke. Don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to yourself, and well, you might do. I don't know. Takes all sorts, and it does. So who we got here? Okay, it's probably too small now, isn't it? Oh crikey! There you go. In the spotlight. Hope all goes well there, with no abuse. Fingers crossed for you. Oh, okay. Please, yeah. Hey, David, Drago, hi, Ruth Caffrey. See you soon. What you working? Gingers, we've got American in the house. Joe, Mario, hello there. Good evening to you too. Kool-Aid, Brian. Oh, how's that big ship? That wasn't your tanker, was it? Yeah, was it? Someone's telling me. Who was it now? Someone said to me that the one that got was on fire. The Houthi rebels who naughty people firing missiles or something at it. And anyway, it was on fire and. Apparently, it carries the chemicals, like treatment chemicals. There's two types of. You obviously, Brian, you can obviously tell me one way or another. That I do know. And how was your big ship? You said that's 400 meters long. You see, I do remember. That's a warboat. How do you turn that thing round? Do you need tugs? Big bow thrusters? Marcus is fashionably late. It builds the suspense. It does. Yes. Oh, crikey. Yeah. Okay. If his mic is working or not, that's a good point. Is my mic working? Let's double check this. Sound check, sound check. Yeah, that's working. It's just coming through. Oh, boy. Of course I'm fashionably late. I'm a fashion guru, me, can't you tell? But, my shirt goes with my t-shirt really well, doesn't it? No, not at all. It's a bit glaring. Let's cover it up. Oh, crikey. Oh. More of a Star Wars man myself. Good evenings, Doc Davies. Good evenings to you. Good evenings, everybody, said Larry the cat. I hope you ain't got your tail trapped in that door. And Jacob Black, hello there. And Andrew Evans, hello there. Hey, Regan, hello, Regan. Oh, Christ, I do apologise. I forgot, I keep forgetting your lives, so I'm so tired at the minute. I keep falling asleep. not while I watch your show, because, I never get that far. Ridiculous. I'm a bit of a mess at the moment. Don't forget to hit the like button and share. Please, because it helps the channel, And I need all the help I can get. I really do. In more ways than one. Oh, refreshing page. Isn't just in case Marcus's life. Oh, maybe. I all in the chat. I'm here. That was me. Colin Thompson, hello there. Greetings from New York. From New York. Oh, my the up Trump Tower. Oh, yeah. Some care, all shorts, but only in the chat. I know. Do you know what I did a minute ago? I thought I was actually streaming. Then what you do is you have to start streaming, and then you broadcast it. And I forgot to press the first bit. So, I was watching. God, it's taking a while for the stream to come through, isn't it? Quite a hell of a delay today. Yeah, and then I realised I'm an idiot. Oh, said he was going to be late. I know, Kool-Aid, I know. Crikey, rub it in, boy, don't you? Hey, here's Bobo. Hello there, or Bobby. Hey, here's Bobby. Do. Oh, me eyes, me ears, me eyes. That must be live. Good evening, all. Bonsoir too. What was that you said? Oh, I don't know. Hello. Hey, Lefty Boat, hope you're well. And I hope you're not getting all condensate-y, like, moisture inside your boat. Yeah, I used to hate that in the boat. God, the humidity used to get in the... Oh, crikey. All the windows steam up, You ain't got heat well, ain't you? But don't take much heat, to be fair. Good evening, Marcus, says Matt. And to all in the chat, and hope everyone's doing well. No... Oh, hang on. No, what? No Mangalini or something. What does it say, Mangalini? No Mangalini? What's a Mangalini? Please. And Donny Dumper. That's him. There was loads of tweets going about a while back now. I should have found them up. Might have me actually somewhere. Where there's a belief that he wears a nappy now. Yeah, because it was all bulging in his bum. But that might have just been, his lard ass. I don't know. I can't talk. He's both incompetent and incontinent. Oh, sorry. I'll try and do better next time. Even all. Where is your comrade Bonnet tonight? Comrade Bonnet. Oh, cracky. So you want me in my NRA gear? Top smack. Oh, Diaper Boy knows lots of bigly words. Bigly, yeah. And
tremendously wet.
Blimey, that was too loud. From the speakers, that is. Put it in back. There you go. Try that again.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Top of Boots, hello, Top of Boots. God's sake. You're restraining yourself. Down, boy. Down. And with difficulty. Oh, yes. That'd be turning the boat round, I imagine. That must, especially if you've got a bit of a current going on. Actually, I've got a question for you. If you're going down the Suez Canal, does the tide run in one direction or does it go in both directions? Do you have an ebb? Right, did you know I got my yacht masters? Do you know that? Yeah, I also got my VHF radio license as well. I can't remember. I think. So there you go. Oh, people on ships aren't real mariners. Not like being a fisherman. Right? Yeah. Crikey. Now, when my dad was in the merchant fleet, he was a carpenter joiner on there. Instantly made him like second mate or something. Something like that. It was a long time ago. I think he was about 19 or something at the time. Obviously, I wasn't born. Well, not obviously, because my sister's born before me. But anyway, I wasn't. Sound is perfect here. Oh, excellent. Oh, thank you, P does. Oh, and Jeff True. Evening all. I miss the days when he used to appear with his mic off. It's all too professional. I do blooming nervous, you see, now. That's what it is. Crikey. I tell you something, my blood pressure's high enough as it is. Please hit old like button, folks. Please. 40 watching chat. Smash the old like button. Help marks. Yeah, I need all the help I can get, like I say. Oh, blimey. There is a slight southerly current in the canal. Oh, in the Suez Canal, a southerly current. Blimey. So who actually gets the money who goes through the Suez Canal? Is it Egypt or... Was it Egypt? Would it be Egypt? Oh, don't. Well, obviously a big downturn of people going through there now, isn't there? Because of what's going on in the Red Sea. But don't worry. If Donald Trump gets to be the next president, all troubles within 48 hours, or was it 24, will be ironed out. There'll be no war in Ukraine. No. Not. Okay, there'll be no Ukraine, but there'll be no war in Ukraine. Yeah. And the Red Sea. Oh, there'll be no trouble there either. No. He'll sort it all out. Yeah. Okay, I don't know how he's going to do that. But anyway, there's a slight southerly current. Oh no, the orange Jesus. Orange Jesus. What? Anyway. Oh, blimey. Oh, crikey. I had a drink all weekend, and I just poured one out. But it isn't a crazy 16% one this time. Just an ordinary. I suppose about 8. Was it about 7-8%? Oh, blimey! I have to admit though, it's quite nice going to the supermarkets and think to yourself, well, we only pay about 3 cents in taxes on our bottles of wine and that. You know, I don't know how much you pay in the UK. Right, now where was I? Oh, crikey. Blimey, so I think we need to watch. If you haven't seen this, and you might have done, but I think you need to watch this first because it kind of he's presenting himself as a dictator. And I'm not talking about in that film with Baron, what's his name, where he wants the rocket, the missile all pointy, because it was round on top, he wants it all pointy, which makes no difference at all to the rocket. But anyway, no. But what can I say? Flipping out. It's like I'll get me in power, and I'll take away all your rights. You know, I'll get rid of all the people that defend your rights. Well, Biden is looking like he wants to go a bit. Well, do something about the what's it now? Crikey. Abortion rights. Use that as a ticket winner, you know, because the Republicans are not, you know, those nut jobs. They're not going to vote for Biden anyways. So you might be able to gain some more those swing voters, mightn't he? But I think so. Anyway, Donny. Oh my Gideon. To jail. Don't pass. Go. No. I don't want that one. What's this one? No, it's not the right one. Oh, blimey. Is there? There he is.
Or running disinformation campaigns against the American people,
Ooh.
or that they are not spying on someone's campaign like they spied on my campaign.
No comment.
8th, we will continue the effort launched by the Trump administration to move parts of the sprawling federal bureaucracy to new locations outside the Washington swamp. Just as I moved the Bureau of Land Management to Colorado, as many as 100,000 government positions could be moved out, and I mean immediately, of Washington to places filled with patriots who love America, and they really do love America. 9th, I will work to ban federal bureaucrats from taking jobs at the companies they deal with and that they regulate. So they deal with these companies and they regulate these companies, and then they want to take jobs from these companies. Doesn't work that way. Such a public display cannot go on, and it's taking place all the time, like with Big Pharma. Finally, I will push a constitutional amendment to impose term limits on members of Congress. This is how I will shatter the deep state and restore government that is controlled by the people and for the people. Thank you very much.
No, you're not about the people. You're about Donald Trump. He just wants to just take over, doesn't he?
My plan to dismantle the deep state and reclaim our democracy from Washington corruption once and for all.
Didn't he say that? I hope that the US has a recession. It's going to have a recession. That's what he said by the end of the year, because I'll get more votes that way. You see, so blame Biden. Yeah, blame Biden for everything. The thing is, though, since
I do want to ask you, because not just were you a former
not that one yet. In power, the US's GDP has increased by 3.4%. Under Biden. So, anyway, and construction spending. The manufacturing in the US is shot up. You know? It's just, why do people believe this sort of stuff? I'll tell you something, it's quite creepy. This is really creepy. I hate this Benjamin Butter. Or was it Benjamin Button? Is he getting younger? Anyway, this geezer here on GB News. Is it me or GB News starting to talk a little bit of sense? Are they kind of a little? They're not banned. I was watching it the other day and I thought, oh my giddy aunt, crikey! It's just so biased. It's unbelievable. But this chappy here, Ben Button or Benjamin Button.
Opposition to NATO. Yes, Donald Trump is on the path back to the White House. And frankly, I think we should all be afraid. The Groper-in-Chief has seen all but one of his rivals to be the Republican nomination for the US presidential election fall out. It now looks almost certain that it'll be Trump v. Biden, take two. But I think we should be afraid about this, because this time round, Donald Trump really isn't hiding his intentions, if he ever did. He said that he wants to be a dictator from day one and that he wants complete immunity from the law.
I wish they'd get their teleprompters in the right place. He's looking over there. Look at that. Oh, Debbie. Oh, so unprofessional.
To do what he wants in office. He is showing us clearly that he is more of a demagogue than a Democrat. And frankly...
Oh, God, that's nothing. That's nothing GB News. But he's right. There's somebody else who's actually been right. I'll show you later, but I daren't say it just yet. You'll all go away if I even mention his name properly. Yeah, he's... yeah, I'm not going to do that just yet. No. Oh, my Gideon. So Donald Trump had to pay... Well, he had to pay like $5 million already, didn't he, to E. Jean Carroll regarding his defamation and what have you. And he's playing his old games again. I know he's... Yeah, she's taken them for $83.3 million on top of that. And the thing is, if he wants to fight this, he's going to have to pay a bond, which will go into like an escrow account, and he ain't going to win it. He's losing everything at the moment. Yeah, but he might not lose the presidency. It seems whatever he does, it just makes him stronger. He gets more support by all those rednecks with the big boobs, and big guns as well. The sort of people who, they pose with their baby in a carry cot, an AK-47. Those kind. Yeah, lovely. But I tell you what, though, they're talking about a citizen army. I heard on the radio the other day talking about that, and I thought to myself, hang on, the US has already got one. How many guns they got per person on average for the country? But at least 3 or something. Throughout the United States. How many in the UK? If not, what's that film? Was it Red Mist or something? Where the North Koreans, they come into the United States and they all come in parachutes and dump all their parachute down their tanks and stuff like that, and there's an insurrection in the United States anyway, and but the citizens have all got guns. It's like, The idea anyone could actually invade the United States it's just, I can't see it happening, But the only thing is, there'll be all these little factions all over the place. There'll be like, you have like all these little mini armies, and the problem with that is they'll all end up fighting each other to get the, to be the head honcho. But what would happen in the UK though, in that situation? You ready? You ready for your conscription yet? Are you on the war footing yet? Crikey. They're seriously talking about it now, aren't they? Although there's a lot of talk about it, not necessarily in number 10, but I bet they have talked about it, but they're not going to tell us, are they? They don't want to panic people, is what it is. Ain't going to be their problem anyway, is it? But you know what it is, though, with a lot of these things, like Brexit, Brexit, the pandemic. Well, actually, the pandemic was a saviour for the Tory party. Ukraine war, saviour for the Tory party. And now, obviously, what's going on in the Red Sea, saviour for the Tory party. But they're too far gone there, aren't they? They might hold on to a few more seats because of it. If Richie Sunak does the right thing or not. And I did make a little video earlier. I was talking about I was reading or watching one news source, and they're reporting on what was going on in the Red Sea regarding retaliation of the oil tanker that was set alight to, got by the Houthi rebels, and in the UK, and there was no mention of it as a retaliation, but other news sources saying that the UK was already retaliating, as in missiles and stuff. But no, to believe you. Someone did mention Algeria. It's Algeria. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't got much experience with them, but these situations like warfare and all that sort of stuff. It's right. It's right. It's just what what they ordered basically. That regarding which he's saying that's what he wants. It's another diversion away from what's going on in the country and the fact that you've got 1 million kids sleeping on the floor. So many million food parcels since last year. And trust will trust. It's a sorry state of affairs, isn't it? When you just can't trust any of them, can you? And what the stuff that's coming out of their mouths at the moment is just unbelievable. It's just nuts. So you're back in the chat. Where's the chat button? Chat button. There we go. So, hello, Mark Wilkie. Hello there. Remember, folks, to superglue everything before using your tool on it. Yeah, correct. You've been watching my recent videos. Oh, dear me. Have the Epstein pervs been released? Have the Epstein pervs been or re-released or released a book yet? Are you talking about Prince Andrew? Has he done a book about his perviness? Huh? I'll be more interested in the so-called videos, the secret videos. Well, yeah. Maybe a private viewing, a premiere, maybe. Please hit the all right button, please. I miss the days when I used to appear with... Oh, there we come. Okay. So, also ain't too bad in there, Lefty Boater. Got to keep warm, you know. You got to keep warm. Dangerous fool. He's that bad. He's a worldwide threat. Get him... Yeah, log him up. He's a threat. He's just lethal. People will die if Trump get in. They just will. Hearing Trump decreases intelligence. Warning. Says Regan Elite. Dave Drago, hi Marks. Did you hear Anne Widdecombe? Yeah, I've got it here. Don't worry. I'll be sharing that. She said on LBC that she doesn't regret Brexit and that Brexit didn't work because it wasn't done properly. Can you believe it? I think the woman forgot her pills. It's not that Brexit is a failure. It's how we've implemented Brexit is a failure. That's how it goes, isn't it? Oh, that woman. Oh, blimey. Oh, God. I have to admit, she makes me all wet. What else was she? Oh, she was on something else as well as watch. I got them here out, so I'll share them with you, Mo. 85 million and he's still loaded. Yeah, I know. He ain't as loaded as he's trying to make out, though. His net worth. No, that's one of the things the judge got him on, wasn't it? Lying, basically. To overvalue properties and what have you, just so you can get more money coming in. That's fraud. Top smoke, phew. Donald Trump said during his last administration that the UK will never get a trade deal without accepting America pays for pharmaceuticals. Accepting what America pays for pharmaceuticals. Exactly. That's exactly true. You got Kelly Badnock now. She's blaming flipping Biden, isn't she? For so he ain't got a trade deal because of Biden. He doesn't want one with us. He said, he doesn't know. But like you say, Trump said exactly the same thing. It's all about closing off your borders in the sense of being insular regarding an internal economy. It's. You can't do that anyway. And eventually you need to have investment coming in because you're circulating the same money all the while. And certain amount of money is always going to be going out. So, you need to be a bit more top heavy than to keep the money coming in and get your GDP up. Dangerous fool. He's that bad. He's worldwide threat. Done that already, didn't I? Sorry. Jon Stewart coming back to the Daily Show for the... is he? For the election. And that should be fun. Yeah, I like him. He's good. unlike the UK, the US is on the up. Yeah, I know, 3.4%. That is pretty impressive. That is really good growth. Yeah, man, I said this before, haven't I, to you? And how Donald Trump screwed the economy, but since Biden's been on, he's been invested, especially in technologies and in environmental technologies as well. But the only thing is, regarding the environmental stuff, he's done something that is going to affect the UK and the rest of Europe. There's going to be a new terminal going in the United States for LNG gas, but that's now been delayed. So, keep up his pledges regarding the environment and what have you, which is okay. I do understand that, but that will obviously affect the supply of gas coming into Europe. Now, the thing is, though, Europe has enough storage for gas for considerable length of time. I think it's a year now. They can store gas for. Got enough gas to store for a year. Whereas the UK, when I was working down at Bacton Gas Works as a subcontractor, this was back in 2007, 2006, 2007, and they said that then to me that they only have enough gas in the country for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So if you had no supply, that's all you got. 2 weeks gas. It's a bit concerning, isn't it? Get your solar panels now. And actually, to be fair, not in the US because they're still relatively expensive, but in Europe, the prices of solar panels are dropping considerably, which is good news. I like my solar panels, I do. Yeah. Kool-Aid, can't they dress them up in a pinata? Yeah, just whack them with a stick. Can we actually string them up by the neck at the same time? Oh, crikey, that'd be fun. You sell tickets, like you could. So, Project 2025, fill public offices with his cronies, and he says he'll only be a dickhead. A dictator on day one. Literally. That is his goal. He's going to be a dictator, and he'll change all the laws and rules and what have you to keep him in power. And while he's at it, there'll be a new law that states that any prime minister, as long as your name is Donald J. Trump, president, sorry, as long as your name is Donald J. Trump, will be a moon. Him gaining, becoming the next president again, deja vu, of the United States is the only way he's got to stay out of jail, the way things are going. Or could he be in jail and govern? I don't know how he's going to do that. But, he'll soon pass a load of laws that stops him. That prevents him from going inside. Do something. I'm sure there's something he could do. He's like a Porsche Alan Carr. What? Project 2025, fill public offices with his cronies. Oh, yeah, sorry, done that already. Please save these clips. Dewey defeats Truman. Pending. Oh, that'd be funny. David Drago. Hi, Marcus. Did you hear? And yep, I've done that already. There we come. How much is Trump worth? $2 billion. I haven't a clue. I don't think he has either. How much debt has he got? These people, like him and others, have huge amounts of debt. Huge amounts of debts. They don't spend their own money. All they do with their money is they put their money into gold and stuff like that. Into commodities. Safe money. And the rest of it is just borrow. Seems crazy to me, but But there are a bunch of Republicans who are never Trumpers. I hope so. They can't all be like him, can they? Then, to be honest, these Republicans aren't really Republicans. They're just self-serving arseholes. That's all they are. And obviously fascists and racists. Murderers, They do enjoy putting razor wire on the southern border and what have you, but also they like those boy things with saw blades on that they like to put in the water on the border. That kind of thing. They're lovely people, And senators, they love these, one in particular, they do love to, they were told to, by the courts to remove it, and they, no, say we're not going to. The razor wire, that is. It's Crazy. And who believes in all that, as in supports it? Elon Musk. Another redneck fascist. US needs guns, mosquitoes are large in Florida. Crikey. It'll be on Ginger Island. Actually, the worst thing on Ginger Island were the little chicha things. They're little tiny little fly things that bite you. And every time they bite you, you get this little blister. Bastards. Oh, US needs guns, mosquitoes are large in Florida. Get 5 guns per person in the United States of America. Blimey. That is nuts. 5 guns. And they're assault rifles. They're not the sort of thing you put down your cleavage, are they? No. AK-47s. MP5s and that. The awards are at the middle. The awards are all middle to upper fines. Less than the max. So when reviewed in appeal court, they'll deny the appeal as the amounts are reasonable. Well, how many indictments are going through at the moment? Is that 2 going through at the moment? Oh dear. He said one of his commercials need what? Okay, he said in one of his commercials you need God and God needs me. Oh dear. Is that? Oh, I get this now. Is that Trump Jesus? Is it the Scottish clan system you were describing? Wolverine. Oh, the Wolverines. That is it. The Wolverines in is it the Red Mist or Red Sky or something like that? Is it something anyway? It's when the North Koreans. It's a movie, and it's not a very good movie, but it's a movie. And the North Koreans try and invade the United States. It's not quite Pearl Harbor. He's said one of his commercials. Okay, you need God. God needs me. That's so nuts. Oh, Spaffer. He will fight for all of us. Well, old Boggy Johnson. Oh my Gideon. Alexander Boris DeFeffel Johnson. Are you talking about? Oh my God. This. Oh God, Bennett. Are you talking about this one? Oh, fight on the beaches. Good on the Gabbert. Oh dear. So, where was I anyway? So he's now got crikey. So he's 88.3. I thought it was 83.3 million or 88.8 of it is. Million Trump has to pay to E. Jean Carroll will likely be dwarfed apparently by the fine that's going to be handed down by Judge Enegron next week. I'm sure Trump's going to appeal that as well. Maybe Trump will be dead before he actually gets a chance to. He can't be that healthy, can he? I don't think he does. He drink? I don't think Trump drinks, does he? Apart from Coca-Cola. Well, that rots your guts for a start, doesn't it? So, hello, stop the grade. Oh, do. Al Johnson. Yeah. Sound check. Okay, sound check. All right, from us. You put down your cleavage. No, that's good. Sounds good. Thank you. If you're a citizen in the United States, put the American flag in front of your home to confuse gun-toting Trumpers. Does it work? Oh. Don't forget the Yanks lost their shit in one state when the governor suggested you could only buy 1 gun a month. Really? Why do you need to buy more than 1 gun a month? Why do you need any gun? Let alone 1 gun a month? That's ridiculous. I didn't know that. Thanks for that. Oh, Marcus, did you... Oh, yeah, it's showing again. It's jumped up. Okay. Am I really far behind here? Might be. Okay. No current projects are delayed. This is for projects years and years away. Oh, so you're referring to the gasworks. It's just what I was reading in Oh, crikey, I think it was New York Times. We don't need heating in Scotland. It was 20 degrees today. God, so that's like saying, I don't believe in climate change. No, that's global warming. Look how cold it is. They commissioned all gas storage. Oh, decommissioned all the gas storage in the UK. I know. There used to be lot of those old towers. The thing is, they all needed upgrading. They were so old. And they had the towers with a moving lid on. It goes up and down basically. It squishes it. Gets rid of the oxygen, I suppose. So it vaporises it. Keep it as liquid. Drumpf. Koodaloo, hello there. It's been raining here. The snow is melting off the lawn too quickly. Oh dear, I'll be frozen late and it'll be like an ice rink. Let me know, Koodaloo. I'll be open. I'll be open arms to you. Oh, really? Okay. I'll keep that between yourself, yeah. Yeah, President Cell Block H. God's sake, yeah. That'll be the new White House. Ian Blackford's... Oh, Donald Trump, Ian Blackford's distant cousin. Oh, dear. You're paying him back, aren't you? Oh, quite possibly. I think, Trump's mum was Scottish, wasn't she? We have 18 months of natural gas reserves here in the USA. Gas and oil are too cheap for green energy to progress. That's a good point. It's not cost effective, is it? Because the investment and the prices of their solar panels are higher than they are here, so I've been led to believe. That's not very helpful. There's a massive amount of money to be made with green energy. Renewables. There's a massive amount of money to be made. Lovely beaches up there too. Oh, okay. Trump owes Putin a lot of money. I won't be a bit surprised. And Putin's got these golden shower videos, hasn't he? All shorts. Trump's personal wealth is around 400 million, according to... What? 400 million? According to his figures, so start deducting his fines. Pretty soon you'll pass zero. Let's hope. Still paying him for the gold. Oh, there we go. That's like that, yeah. You beat me to it. Trump has been about... oh, crap, yeah. When I left the army in the 80s, never in my wildest nightmares did I think they would give assault rifles to citizens. It's just mental. It is, it's mental. And it really is. No one needs an assault rifle. Hello, number 3. I hope you're well. Number 3. I don't own the guns, as just saying. Don't we need one, do you? If you're surrounded by guns, move! The right in the USA, like Steve Bannon, say if there were more guns, there wouldn't be over 120 shootings a day in the USA. How does that even make sense? How does that even make sense? So the right in the United States say if there were more guns, there wouldn't be over 120 shootings a day in the USA. That is such an oxymoron. That's ridiculous. Red Dawn. That's it. Red Dawn. Thank you. That's the film. Hey, Mark's the biggest fan. Hello there. Jesus saves, but Lineker scores on the rebound. Was it football or something? What, Lineker? Ben Riddings, hello there. Drumpf won't win a re-election. He has lost a lot of Drumpf supporters who are now voting Biden and hasn't gained any new voters. I think this might be just a case that those who do vote for him are the loudest. Yeah, Red Dawn, thank you for that. Cheers. Crackerman, hello Crackerman. Phil Morehouse ran a video showing the policy areas where the public trusts the Tories, and only 2 were where they were not lagging Labour: terrorism and defence. But the cuts to defence, you know, they're decommissioned. So instead of sorting these ships out, like so many frigates have been decommissioned. Went to the scrabbers and the toys. How many? Oh, I know. Soon it's all about the how lethal your army is, which is true. Obviously that is very true. You know, your technology and what have you. But Russia's got pretty good technology too, you know. I'll scroll on down. How far? Oh, I'm getting down. That's right. We have bears and mooses here. We need assault weapons to stop them if they charge. Really, assault weapons. What does a rifle do? You do not need a gun to be a dangerous or kill. No, guns kill. No, people kill people. You know, guns don't kill people. People kill people. Stuff like that. That's how it goes. It's like going about these zombie knives. Don't get me wrong. They should ban them bloody things. That's just ridiculous. There's no. All you're doing is making them like a fashion item almost. You know, glamorizing them. These blooming ridiculous zombie knives, all the cutouts in and jagged back edges and stuff. They're not like a hunting knife or you know, that sort of stuff. You know, if you're an archer, you would have like a buck hunting knife with the serrated back edge on it. Because you use that to dig out the old arrows out of the trees and stuff. You don't, they're like machetes. They're ridiculous things. They're not needed. There's no reason to own one other than, you know, either you're going to be parading around like a flipping idiot, wondering, hey, look at me, or you're going to cause grievous bodily harm to some poor devil. And watching what's been going on this week regarding these people who got killed, and the court case, and the guy's gone to a mental institution. But I can't imagine how they feel losing their kids like that. It's just, it's horrendous. I'll never leave them, will I? It's got to torment them to, you know, the end of time, really, or their time. Right to bear arms and arm bears. Okay. Gavin Williamson in drag. Oh my God, Victoria Atkins as Gavin Williamson in drag. Okay, thank you, Nick D. Kidloo Grizzlies will mess you up, indeed. I can imagine. They look scary. Oh, Craig, what's that film with, is it Deliverance or something, with Leonardo DiCaprio and he got mauled by a bear? Actually quite a good film, actually. I quite like that film. Stop the greed. Gun don't kill people. Tories kill people. You aren't wrong. Stop the greed. Blimey. Flippin' Tories. Waiting lists, for instance, which are going through the roof, even though they're trying to tell us that they're not. You know what they keep, Richie Sunak keep telling us that, oh, the waiting lists, they come down, you know, under the Tories. Oh, yeah, we're so great we are. No, they have not. What they've done is they've removed a whole load of conditions that are treatable under the NHS. Masses of them. Was it last year they did that? Of course, the waiting lists might, or the waiting lists might come down a bit. It's not because you've got better servers. Servers are still shit. I have to admit, the people working there are brilliant, though. My experience, anyway. More guns and people. Nine times the shootings in the USA than in the EU. People still think guns aren't a problem. I know, it's nuts, isn't it? I actually think it isn't necessarily the guns. It's a cultural issue. Culturally, why would you want those things? It's, you know, it's a culture, it's a gun culture, so it's a cultural issue. Why can't we just, you know, love and hug and all that jazz? You know what's going on in the UK at the moment? They say about these zombie knives and stuff like that. That's a cultural issue. A kid's got nowhere to go. They get mixed up with the wrong people. They're chucking the wrong people together, and the wrong people are getting out of prison too early. Or you're putting like low-level offenders, mix them all up with the high-level offenders, and expect them to come out all, you know, all reformed and all that. Yeah, no, yeah, right. All shorts. Have my trusty pre-2000 Opinel 8. The only blade I need. What, you mean like that one? That's neat as well. There you go. If anyone wants an opener, is one of those. The only thing I'd say about these knives, these are a French knife, and they're very good, and they've got a triangular section blade with a tiny micro bevel on the edge. So a great pocket knife, great for cutting cheese. And but we've got to be careful. If you put them in your pocket, that'll fill up with bum fluff. I suppose if you keep them in your belly button. Anyway, that'll fill up with fluff and what have you. And eventually that'll get trapped and build up. And you can't open the knife up properly. And you'll put the lock across, but it won't go all the way across. And what happens is, accidentally, you'll do that to your fingers. Not very good. Because these knives really can get a hell of an edge on. The French opener knives. Brilliant for doing garden work, as in pruning or doing cuttings or grafting. They're a great knife for that. Now, when I sharpen these things, okay, bit off topic, I flatten the sides with a very fine diamond stone and then bring it up onto the edge. I don't try and just put a bevel on. It's easy. Easy, squeezy, lemon, whatever it is. Blimey, I'm losing my voice already. Most places in Europe and Asia, military service is mandatory. Well, we're going to be heading for that in the UK, looking at it. We have associate practitioners now. I wonder if they get paid more than... Oh, God, really? Like the junior doctors, £14 an hour for these associate practitioners. How is that... How are those sort of ways going to encourage people into the profession? It takes a hell of a lot of training, a hell of a lot of cost. Remember, it used to be all bursary, and now they have to pay. What great loans. How does that attract people into the profession? We need 40,000 nurses and 59,000 GPs. It's nuts. Thanks, that number 3. Cheese grommet. What cheese grommet? There's big trousers or something. Most places in Europe and Asia, military service is mandatory. Yeah, they are. Oh, well, how is that? What's his name now? Duato. You know, in the Philippines and all that, with his war on drugs, he's murdering everybody. I reckon at least 6,000 people have been murdered by the police. But also they got hitmen. And if the hitmen don't do as they're told, they get hit on. Not like that. No. Yeah. Duato. I can't even say his name. Duati. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. But anyway, it's a 6,000. But some people are reporting things, and 30,000 people have been murdered by the government, basically. Lovely, isn't it? Oh, hello, Ruth. Did you watch Regan Elite's video about prisoners in England? No, I haven't watched any videos, actually, apart from about Trump. But I will do. I'll make a note of it. I'll just put Regan because I know what to do then. Okay, Regan Elite. No, I haven't, no, so I definitely will. I've been so busy. I'm on my own, you see. Yeah. When the cat's away, the mice will play. Yeah, Caroline's in England, but she'll come back tomorrow. So I'm here on my Todd. And the dogs, obviously. So I've been really snowed under trying to get my videos out. I'm trying to put more videos onto this channel as well. Plus my woodworking channel, plus my other channels as well. I can't keep up. I'm still broke, but Anyway, the other channels, they're not up to 1,000 subscribers yet, so, they're a bit random, I have my TikTok's growing fast, though. I've got 8.5. Only started just before Christmas. And I got nearly 8,500 followers now on TikTok. But that's for woodworking. I actually don't think politics work that well on shorts. It's very hard to get views, and the money from shorts videos is horrendous. How it works on shorts is you get a share of the advertising revenue. So depending on how many views you get, will depend on how much you get. Crikey. I had one video go viral. Regan knows what I'm talking about, on my woodworking channel. I just got about 6 million views on it now, and that video earned me about $300 or $400 for that amount of views. If it was an ordinary, normal type of video, you know, like a long form video, that video probably earned me $5,000 at least. That's the difference. It's just nuts. That hasn't happened again. No, I've had no more viral videos. Not now. More guns per person in Canada and Switzerland than the USA, but you know. Oh, well, Switzerland they have a national service. They take the gun home with them as well, don't they? But they have to have it surveyed or checked or something. Make sure they haven't been fired. Put super glue in the gap of that knife. Why do I want to do that? How's that going to help? Ouch. Oh, I know what you're on about, you sod. He's taking the mic again. Number 3, what are they? Okay, what number 3? So, what number 3? We have associate. Oh, sorry, done that already. Most places in Europe, a military service is mandatory. Done that. Brian Maguire. The boatman. A lot of people who complained about Duterte in the Philippines are controlled by some of the oligarchs who he clamped down on for corruption. Oh, I get that, but crikey, he's literally, they're just shooting people down in the street. Ruth, oh thanks Ruth. Pocket money to help the trees. Oh, nice one. Oh yeah, of course do that. Wrens. I'll make a video of that one as well. I'll do it on the next one. That'd be quite cool. Okay. Wren's plate from the roof. Guffery. Crikey, we've been putting so many trees in the ground. I've got to run out of trees. I've got to pick up actually from the nursery, which is quite cool. But they're made for the specimen trees. Most Swiss no longer take their rifles home. That ended in the 1990s. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you. Oh, cheers, Regan. You buy me a coffee? Super chat. My YouTube shorts get more views on TikTok than on YouTube. Mine about the same. On my woodworking channel. Not on this channel. My short videos on this channel, I'm getting on average around 300 views, which is very low. But I think because I had a bit of a lull over the Christmas period, I've not putting stuff up basically, or enough. I think I've got to kind of build it back up again. So maybe we'll see. But on my shorts, I was originally getting around 2,000 to 3,000 views on my shorts. But you know, there's no value in them, obviously. But they do bring you subscribers. Shorts do. The only problem is the subscribers you get are not necessarily interested in long form of content. So that's just how it works. You know. It's one of the things, isn't it? There is a higher education standard in those countries, yes. It's poverty again, though, isn't it? You know, where there's money, there's education. I'm not talking about private education, but you have more stable families. You know, parents that are stressed whether or not they can pay the bills at the end of the month are worrying about that instead of worrying about their kids. You know, they're saying, leave me alone. I'm stressing over here. Good luck banning guns. Yeah, you're not going to ban guns, are you? It's not going to happen. I don't realise that. The only people who can ban guns are the people that actually got guns. You know, they're going to have to realise and wake up to them. Stop buying them. Oh, God. Yes, I have. In fact, there's a clip on my channel about that regarding Katie Hopkins going to see Alex Bellend Belfield. Is that what you're talking about? He was in Belmarsh. He's in prison for harassing. Oh, crikey, him on the bike, whatever his name is. Anyway, yeah. She's actually done that one earlier. I watch her video because I like taking the piss out of her. Yeah. Good keyboard warrior, Kate Hopkins. And anyway, she did one recently of going on about good luck against conscripting the British people, or into the army and what have you. They're not made of this. Somehow they're not made of the same metal. Anyway, she's more offensive than that. What brainwashing bullshit is this? Okay, thanks, Loud Shark. People elected Shotgun Joe. Okay, don't we come. No worries, Ruth. I've got a nice little oak tree for you. If you like to have an oak. Duterte left office 2 years ago. You only get one term. Oh, okay. Bong Bong Marcus. Bong is the president in the Philippines. Okay. Bong. I'd never like to meet those twat waffles. What? Hello, Derek R. You can always limit the sale of ammunition, and that will stop the use of guns after a period. Valid point. Yeah. They won't do that, will they? They've got too much power. It's just, it's like Tate Lyle, in the UK. They've got too much power. I'll have a sugar tax. No, you won't. Hey, Brian, cheap wine, expensive animal meds. Hope this helps. Yeah. Oh, thanks, buddy. Crikey, you're not kidding. I just ordered them. Flipping hell. They scare me, they do. Wally and Sebastian is the white one sitting over there, or laying down over there. See if I can show you. Can you see him? He is over there. He's fast asleep. Let me just move the camera and I can show you. We'll get back to what we're supposed to be doing. I'll see if I can get it on the old face cam. It's upside down. He's on the ceiling, by the way. Yeah, he's like that. Yeah, there's Sebastian. Oh, his eyes are open now. Blimey. Why is it upside down? That's silly. Right, there you go. Oh, thanks, Brian. Yo. Phone box chicken, hello there, God. I never like to meet those twat waffles. I don't know what you're talking about. Ah, stop comes. Oh, cheers, buddy. Oh, thank you. Oh, nice one. Yeah, that bear. Sebastian, you can have some more tablets. You got mine, actually. These the one those Betmidin, they're like little dog biscuits. Conspiracy Marcus is a secret member of the NRA. Notice he's removed the video where he was using the uniform. Have I? What? Now, if for instance I get what's it called now? Demonetized on my lives, or no, because the or copyright claims and stuff like that on the videos, I just delete them, get rid of them. It's got nothing to do with my clothes, okay? If that was that one. To prevent tyranny and fascism. Oh, so I'm gonna. I can't imagine living someplace where I would need a gun to feel safe or feel like a man. It's just nuts, isn't it? Hey, cheers, Casper. Casper Northerner's in the house. Remember for 7 months. Blimey, is that how long I've been doing that membership thingy? It's going. Then okay. Imagine Trump without a resistance, or a wind resistance, or the stuff that he cakes on his face. So sit on your ass and accept everything you don't like, Alan Sutcliffe. I don't know. See what's going on. I think that you're a nice guy, but Brexit has happened. Oh dear. We have to move on. I'm not happy with it. Have I mentioned Brexit yet? Have I actually mentioned Brexit? That's coming, but I haven't actually mentioned Brexit. No, Brexit hasn't happened. It's happening. It's the here and now, but nobody wants to talk about it. What happens at the end of this month? Okay? Checks. This Thursday, you have got checks at the border. Come April, you have got phytosanitary checks. Come the end of the year, we've got, oh, crikey, was it bank passport? No, that's 2025. Not bank passport at the end of the year. Memorandum of Understanding. And you got the, when was that? In 2025, we're going to be assessing whether or not it's worked. For the EU, that is. And also, we've got, in 2025, oh, okay, you got Euro clearing. You don't honestly think that's going to be cheap for the United Kingdom, do you? Euro clearing? No. It's going to be an absolute disaster. Is it 3 trillion or something a day goes through the Bank of England? That'll be gone. It's going to be shared across the EU. Oh, thanks, Aston. Oh, and we come. Brexit is still happening. It's not finished. There's still more to come. Loads more to come. And people are starting to realise this. You know that there's a lot of Brexit regret going on, even amongst Brexiters. What my other hat? It's not a Russian hat. I don't know what you call them things. The one with the flappy ears, you know. No, clinker. Yeah, no, it hasn't finished yet. So, Brexit, unfortunately, and also businesses are suffering with it as well, and they'll keep on suffering. So anyway, where was I? I'm crikey. So anyway, will this, I don't know, politicise in the judiciary? Is it a nail in the coffin for US democracy? Maybe. Like Trump's current position shows that just a little, how little the Republican Party even cares about democracy. Just nuts. Do they? I don't think so. Or even the rule of law. Nah. America and the rest of the so-called, was it free world, what have you? Why do we call it the free world anyway? Well, again, you really hope that the voters show enough discernment to judge Trump and the Republican Party as a whole what they really are, because quite frankly, it's been absolutely disgusting and disgraceful. And that Wade Lowe or whatever it is, regarding the abortions and stuff, you know, that was horrendous. You can't even have an abortion if you've been raped. How is that right? It's horrendous. People are horrendous anyway, aren't they, to be fair? So, will Trump win a second term? Now, it's a bit like Macron here. He's getting a lot of flipping friction at the moment. You see what's been going on regarding the farmers and what have you, turning signs upside down, spraying government buildings with shit, emptying produce out of lorries, what have you, from Spain, just destroyed them, and they've just set alight to a supermarket. I don't know which one it is, but it's set alight to a supermarket in France. I think they're taking it too far. I think all they'll end up doing is getting the military involved. They start doing things like that, you know. It's just disruptive. I actually don't have a huge amount of respect for farmers in general. I'll be absolutely honest with you. You know, the amount of chemicals and stuff they get. You know, our farmer here, Didier, all the bags, all the plastic coverings on the hay bales, every single year, ever since we've been here, he piles them all up in the woods and sets a light to them, usually in February. Just burns all that plastic. He gets black smoke going across, you know. And there's a rural farm, and loads of them do that sort of stuff. You know, methods of farming everywhere is too intensive. It's destroying the soil. There's no eco structure there whatsoever. So that I don't respect. Sorry, Jasper. I do like big tractors, though, Jasper. Okay. So anyway, so people who previously voted for Trump, a lot of them, like somebody here was saying a minute ago, are moving away from the idea of voting for him again. So if he does lose, he's going to lose big time, I think. I bloody well hope so. I really do. There's one thing being chosen as leader of the Democrats, the Republicans, GOP. There's another thing actually winning in the election. When the people, a lot of the American people have had enough of the Republicans as a whole. It's only all the rednecks, all the crazies with big guns. So he's going to be in that old presidential race as long as he possibly can, so he can milk the money from gullible supporters and what have you, people who will pay him, I don't know, $9.99 or 20 quid or whatever it is, dollars, to be a member or to support him against this corrupt system. Yeah, it's a witch hunt, it is. Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable. Now, he weren't very happy, was he, with the... There you go. You want me to see that big, but I'll see if I can get that bigger. There you go. Can I make it any bigger or not? Not really. So why did Judge Ennigan announce his decision after we proved conclusively that I did nothing wrong? No jury allowed, but anyway, this geezer here, this judge here, Judge Ennigan, is going to give him a whopping great fine. So I ain't going to do him any favours. It's one after the other. He's going to lose so much money. Yeah. But this is more like it, I think, So Trump would close the border, $2 billion a day in trade by closing the border, spin the entire economy into a huge recession. Well, actually, that's not quite right. He wants it to be a recession before he gets into power, if he does. He wants Biden to fail so he gets support. So he can blame everything on Biden. 401ks and all, He doesn't care about America. All he cares about is himself. He's protecting himself. And that's obviously why he wants to have immunity for presidents in the US. Obviously, if he's in power, it'd just be for him. I will burn the country to save her to the ground, to save my own ass. Believe me. Bigly, and all that. Yeah.
One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
Yeah, as wet as. So, this is just the chalk and cheese of it, really. I'm not a huge fan of Biden, but if there was an option, I don't, from Donald Trump or Joe Biden, well, he's one hands down.
Donald Trump, when he was commander-in-chief, refused to visit a cemetery, U.S. cemetery outside of Paris for fallen American soldiers. And he referred to those heroes, and I quote, as suckers and losers.
Remember that?
He actually said that. He said that. How dare he say that? How dare he talk about my son and all of us rest like that? Look, I call them patriots and heroes. The only loser I see is Donald Trump.
And he did. This was before his campaign. He's just a foul human being. I know that's old news, really, but this got me a little bit. It was quite funny.
Senior staffer, you have run successfully for office yourself. You come from a legacy political family. There's this question right now in the Democratic Party a little bit on how long they want the primary to be going on. Because on one hand, running directly against Donald Trump, where it's very clear he's the opponent, that's to the advantage of Joe Biden because it will make the choice clear. But Nikki Haley is whacking the heck out of Donald Trump at the same time. So what's your take as a political expert on how long? Would you like Nikki Haley to be in for a while hitting Trump, or would you like it to be where it's clear it's just Trump and Biden?
Well, one of the lessons I learned, having done all the things you said I did, 9 races, I lost 2 of them, won 7. You can't focus on things that you can't control. The Republican folks are going to have to figure out who is what. But Nikki Haley is doing a good job explaining to the American public who Donald Trump really is. And he is demonstrating.
She has repeated on numerous occasions on her campaign, chaos follows Donald Trump. Actually, you just need to speak to his niece.
To the rest of the country who he really is by seeking retribution and saying things like, well, if you give money to Nikki Haley, you can't participate. Now, I want you to just compare that to Joe Biden, who says, I pass this infrastructure bill, Mitch, and make sure that it gets in every community of the country, irrespective of whether they voted for me or not, because I am a president for everybody. Donald Trump has demonstrated he is going to be the president for himself and only himself. And if you don't like what he does or you try to confront him, he is going to abuse you, maybe sexually. He's going to abuse you politically. He's going to make you pay. He is going to seek retribution and vengeance. Here's the thing. That's not who the American people are. That's why I am fully confident that if we prosecute our case the way we're supposed to, so you try to confront him, he is going to abuse you, maybe sexually. He's going to abuse you politically. Everybody. Donald Trump has demonstrated he is going to be the president for himself and only himself. And if you don't like what he does or you try to confront him, he is going to abuse you, maybe sexually. He's going to abuse you.
Oh, let's not hope not. Oh, can you imagine it? All that stuff will rub off his face all over your bits. Oh, it'll be nasty, it would. Oh, slimy as well. Crikey. He looks like he's rotting. But anyway, let's just check the chat. I bet he just had to get that in, didn't he? He just had to get that in. Alicia Mendez. Pandora. Oh, crikey. Got a doggy here now. There we are. There you go. Right, anyway, where are you? Oh, there. So, he also said they'd be better soldiers and they wouldn't get taken as prisoners of war. What? That's implying that whoever you're fighting ain't going to be better than you. That's not how it works. Look how strong the Ukrainians have proven to be. Oh my God. Richard Tice said something that I actually agree with. I don't know if I should share it with you or not. Oh, dear me. I will in a minute. They should cut Trump's word count on Twitter to 20 words. He's not on Twitter anymore. He hasn't been on Twitter. He can be on Twitter because his account's been unbarred, but he didn't put nothing on there. He's got his Truth Social now, hasn't he? So he's always on there. So he just has his minions on Twitter. Owning guns is something only people in a mental asylum believe. What? What does that even mean? There was a woman in Ohio, heart doctor, and said her baby wasn't going to live, and she had a miscarriage, and are going to prosecute her for desecration. Oh, crikey. Thanks, Mad Monk. Cheers, buddy. If you want to ban anybody, please do. Start with number 3. It's a Brexit gift that keeps on giving daily but never stops. Pretty much, because it's just the whole situation of it. There's enough pain for the country. We just, like Adam Possum said, we trade more when we trade freely. Hence, with the EU, it just makes sense. 91 pending charges. Is there 2 indictments at the moment? That's going on. 2 indictments? I think so. I might be wrong. 91 pending charges. Bloody hell. Oh, because he's law abiding. Yeah. So stop the greed. Oh, you were going to play something. What was I going to play? I don't know. Was I? I can't remember. I forgot about him. Oh, you mean that? There you go, bad bunk. I've been such a lovely geezer. Back here. Yeah, there's two. You've got the Free States, which is too big. And they lean to the red. But many Republicans aren't going to vote for Trump. Yeah, it's not a popular vote election, unfortunately. 83 million penalty in that defamation case. I know. And there's another one coming his way as well. Oh dear. So you must be talking your fellow inmates in the asylum, and they make fellow inmates in the asylum. Makes sense of you. Okay. Oh, he's gone now. I think, yeah. Ships sail to the UK ports and have one displacement due to cargo. And then they come back, and they're coming back lighter, yeah, because obviously displacement is basically moving the water away. The boat sits low in the water. And they come back, and they're coming back lighter. A lot light. Little or no cargo. Well, that's happened across the board. Do you remember during the pandemic when all the containers became misplaced? Because we couldn't collect the stuff, because in some cases we couldn't even sell the stuff. And they've still, because it's on what happened in the Suez Canal with was it the Evergreen? Forever Green, whatever it was, Forever Green. That container ship like jackknifed in the Suez Canal and blocked all the boats getting through. It sort of grounded itself. And that was was it there for about a week or something? They're trying to dig it out of in the bow to try and shift it. There was a fear that it could break the back of the ship, but it didn't. But anyway, that took a long time to actually catch up. I don't think they've really caught up with that yet. And there's a lot less trade now as well. There was a woman in Ohio. Oh, yeah, done that one, yeah. Oh, I did say something. There was a woman went to another state because if she didn't have an abortion, she could die. Which is very, very worrying. Yeah, they're trying to convict her for it. What? No cheese exports to Canada. No! They've stopped negotiations, haven't they? With Kemi Badenoch. Yeah. I wonder whose fault that was. Not obviously not Kemi Badenoch's fault, was it? Was it? That one there. No. Crikey. Gary. Victoria Atkins. Oh my God. One. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Kemi Badenoch likes to blame the press, yes. Can you remember this last week, actually? There we go. Let's bring this over here so I can show you that. Kemi Badenoch being interviewed by Laura Kuntzberg this morning, and last week it was Vet Cooper. Anyway, this
okay, Kemi Badenoch.
I don't know if you're saying this.
Okay, Kemi Badenoch. So much else we could have talked about, but it's great to have you with us this
you.
morning. Okay, well, there are plenty of people who come to the studio who would disagree with you. Many people watching might disagree with you too, but Yvette Cooper, you've set out Labour's position this morning. Thank you very much indeed for being with us. Okay, Kemi Badenoch. So much else we could have talked about, but it's great to have you with us this morning. Okay, well, there are plenty of people who come to the studio who would disagree with you. Many people watching might disagree with you too, but Yvette Cooper, you've set out Labour's position this morning. Thank you very much indeed.
She's like the Tory graph. There we go. Which come through. Badenoch has been referred to as a woman who cannot count around her. She can't do much at all. She's useless. And she's foul, she's rude. I can remember her doing a select committee meeting regarding the menopause and what have you. And she was so foul and rude. And she's always that way, isn't she? She's just an arrogant arrogant woman. You know, just nasty piece of work. Fine again. No, not that one. That one. Gone a bit skewiff now, haven't I?
Let's just get some facts on the table. There's over 1,000 4x4 pickups.
Don't like that one. Right, anyway, time's pressed. I'll tell you what. Let's dump Trump. I'm cheesed off with Trump now. I'm bored of Trump. And time is pressing now, isn't it? So, done 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I haven't really done much about Trump, to be honest. I'll do it another day. But. It's nice to see Boris Johnson. Not literally, no. So I'll bring them in there one at a time. That'll be easier. Now the Conservatives do like a good Russian. That they do, and that's the wrong one. How come that's the wrong one? What was that one? No, not that one. That was a... Hang on, you idiot. Aha! That's where I went wrong. There you go. Didn't put it in the tab. So the Tory blushes deepen over activities of Conservative friends of Russia. Oh, look, yeah. Oh, there we go again. Yeah. Curious case of John Whittingdale. So with the Labour opposition calling for Russian propaganda to be regulated, John Sweeney investigates whether the media minister responsible is a conflict of interest. And then we've got one of the group's initial organisers in the Sergei Navalobin, a diplomat suspected of being a Russian agent back in 2011. Minister John Whittingdale was the group's honorary vice president when it was first launched. He attended the opening then office aide with Carrie Simmons, now Carrie Johnson, wife of the Prime Minister, the ex-Prime Minister, that is, Boris Johnson. Another prominent associate with the group was Matthew Elliott, remember him? Chief executive of the official Leave Vote campaign. Yes, he should be hung, drawn and quartered, yeah, maybe. Or at least creel-hauled or pushed through the scuppers. Yeah, maybe. Her group trip to Moscow attracted controversy back in 2012 when it emerged that the Russian diplomat liaising with Conservative Friends of Russia was the son of the top-ranking Kremlin spy. And what happened during an EU meeting, was 2 years ago, was it? Boris Johnson decided, I know, while I'm here, I'm going to stay in Italy, in a Russian, big house. Free of charge, with my Russian buddies. Yeah. What happened to the Russia report? Oh, brushed under the flipping carpet. Like, it doesn't mean anything. People are desensitised to all this stuff now. Anyway, no one seems to care anymore. Because it's like every single day there's something new. You know? But at least, if we look on the bright side, we always look on the bright side of life. Anyway, stop now, Marcus, stop now. Damn boy. No, anyway. Nicola Sturgeon, oh my god, her WhatsApp messages. Okay, that did tickle me. I have to admit. Brutal honesty via WhatsApp. Nicola Sturgeon's WhatsApp's her closest advisor during Boris Johnson's address to the nation during the second lockdown, October 2020. Okay. Nicola Sturgeon says their comms are behind awful. We're not perfect, but we don't get nearly enough credit like we used to. And Nicola Sturgeon says about Boris Johnson, oh, he's fucking excruciating, she says. His incompetence in every sense. Oh, he's an effing clown. There's something about, as good as something about a fanny or something. Where was that one? There's something like that about a fanny. I've got to find it now. Okay, fine. I know I saw it somewhere. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, I can't find it now. Blimey. Actually, it was something that Carol of Orders was saying. Hang on, it might be up here, actually. Oh, I will be up there. Let me find. Oh, here we go. That's it. Yeah, so, yeah. He's an effing clown. Says Sturgeon. Nicola Sturgeon has been urged to apologise. She has, yeah. Oh, she's been very naughty. Nicola Sturgeon urged to apologise after leaked WhatsApp messages describing Matt Hancock as weaker than Nun's piss and Liz Truss as about as much use as a marzipan dildo. And referring to Cyrilla Braverman as Shitler. As shit Hitler. It did make me tickle, I have to admit. I do have this kind of childlike mind. It has to be said. Mellow, hello there. Mellow. All shorts, the black USA farmers are pissed off with Donald Trump, and the Boris Johnson racist Brexit killed all white farmers' business. Yes. And it's getting worse. These checks are going to be so... It might balance out, because we're going to find it very difficult to import now with these new imports. The problem with the farmers with the import checks is the inputs. You know, like the fertilisers and stuff. A lot of the fertilisers come from the Netherlands. As it's a byproduct, CO2 and production and stuff like that. It all comes part and parcel. And we did have 2 productions of CO2 up in north somewhere, and one of them got shut down, but 2 years ago. It was 1 year ago. Anyway, it got shut down anyway. Yeah, so the farmers are very, very upset in the UK. And here in France, oh my God. The first sign that we got of it was literally about signs. If you're coming to France, now it's nothing to do with aliens or anything like that. The farmers have been turning the town signs upside down. Bojo is a effing clown. Yes. Nick doesn't have to say so. Of course he doesn't. It's nuts. I think with a language like that, I think people just love her for it because she's right. I just love this one. Liz Truss has as much use as a marzipan dildo. Put that on your Christmas cake and eat it. Blimey. Nicola Sturgeon would fit right in here in a chat with that band. Probably, yes. Johnson may come back as when the going gets weird and the weird turn pro. Crikey, can you imagine that? All of a sudden, he could be the next Prime Minister, taking over from Richie Sunak because he gets pushed out of the 1922 committee. Would they be that stupid to do that? They got rid of them once, and now they want them back. Well, the Dean Dorries was going on about in a interview. Well, I think she's been asked while she walked down the street or something stupid. Anyway, by the press. You got to get behind Richie Sunak. Got to get behind him now. That's what she's saying. Even though she wrote a book called The Plot. How to oust Boris Johnson. Oh my God! Ian Duncan Smith's to still go. Oh my giddy aunt, what your nose picker? Yeah, that's him. Blimey! I used to dance under that name. Did you? What have I missed? What have I missed? Number 3, you've been out of action. I hope you're well, my friend. Got one here. Nice and sober one for me. Oh, is that? Johnson would secretly fighting for the Russians in exchange for cash and bunga bunga parties. That's it. The bunga bunga parties. Have you seen Johnson dance? Oh my God. He dances like Donald Trump. I don't know if I still got that on there. Let's have a look. I don't know if I have. Might have it. Let's find it. I've got Boris Snores. Oh, there we go. So get rid of that first. How about that? He's a mover and a groover, ain't he? Yeah, what did you say? Oh, blimey. Back in the chat, here we go. So, bum. The main problem with Konksberg is her nose ripping the gimp mask when you are putting it on. Oh, what, on her? Republicans refusing a plan for border control because it would be a win for Biden. Oh, really? Why? That's literally almost like going against their own policy. That's just silly, just saying, isn't it? Really, that's nuts. The only people surprised about this are the Russians. Tovarich? It's like a Toblerone for rich people. Now they find out, English. They are always the same. Probably. Johnson said there were no hotels available. Oh dear. Bois is so last year. So many gaffes since then by all the Tories. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, Boris. Yeah, but there's talk about him coming back. Blimey. The black USA farmers are pissed off with Donald Trump. So I've done it already. There we go. I just logged on because, hello Galaxy, very well. I'm currently activating my new Galaxy S24 Ultra. Oh, so I'm out of the loop here. But Trump wearing diapers, yeah, he has to wear them with all the crying like a baby that he does. Yeah. Well, his face looks like he's fell out of the diaper, but also, I think it was last year, the year before, when there was a lot of lots of tweets by the exes now. You know, where they suggested that he was wearing a nappy. He looked a bit bigger than derriere. But it might be just his derriere. I think Marcus is hedging his bets for World War III by wearing that new hat this week. I definitely don't want World War III, bloody hell. Don't know if anyone would want that. It's just nuts. I wouldn't be surprised it happens, though. I really wouldn't. And I don't think we're in a very good place. No diaper can hold the crap that he does. Oh my goodness, how long it's took for Boris Johnson to come through. It's froggy, that's slow. No diaper can hold the crap that he does. I know, it's nuts. I remember when the sea was closed. God. I think Mark's just said, oh, they're not ready. Not ready. Up we go. Right, let's carry on. Right, so what was I going to be doing? I forgot now. Right, so... Okay, cannon fodder. Let's go on to cannon fodder, shall we? You're talking about war. Let's do a bit of cannon fodder. Okay. They've stolen our country away from us, referring to the Tories, that is. And now they expect... No, that's the wrong blooming one. I need to drag that over. There we go. They've stolen our country from us now. And now they expect our young people to be cannon fodder. An emotional caller, Jane, expresses her disbelief. This is on Carol Border's show on LBC Radio. Of fighting for a country that is failing us. Telling Carol Borders that she's no longer proud to be British. Now, I'm hearing this a lot at the moment. But let's be honest. Did we ever really have a country as such, in the sense that who would we really be fighting for? Are we fighting for our sovereignty? Or are we fighting for the benefit of the corporations, world trade and all that? You know, they're the ones who make all the blooming money. Oh, number 3. Oh, cheers, buddy. What info? Oh, sorry, here we go. Please sing happy birthday to Cootaloo. Okay, Cootaloo. Okay. Happy birthday to you. I'm not going to do it like Marilyn Monroe, just so you know. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Cootaloo. Happy birthday to you. I went to the zoo, saw a big monkey, and I thought it was you. Something like that. Anyway, there you go. Okay, I did it. Any more requests? They cost £5. Cheers, number 3. You nutter. I didn't realise it's Cootaloo's birthday. Anyway, happy birthday, Cootaloo. In Canada. Thanks, number 3. Oh, there. I get back into the chat. What was I doing? Okay. Oh, there we go. So, okay, emotional caller. All right. So, oh no, that's the wrong one again. Oh, that's the right one. Here we go. Emotional caller. Right.
The main thing I want to say is those people in power are not. We pay them to be in service to us, to run our beautiful country, and what have they done? They have actually stolen it away from us. It's absolutely heartbreaking.
You know, when you say a beautiful country, that's what my father used to say. This it's a beautiful country run by a whole load of idiots.
And then they've got the audacity to then expect our young people who can't get a house, can't do this, can't do that, to be cannon fodder. It's actual gaslighting, and I know I am so passionate about this because obviously I've got my daughter in that situation and then the work I do, but also I've just seen it with my own eyes how the country has been robbed, people have been gaslit, and now we're a little island on our own and we're getting this rubbish thrown at us, and it's just so upsetting.
Jen, age 33, says, my thoughts are, why should we fight for a country that doesn't care about us? Our NHS is failing. We're waiting years for assessments or health issues. Why should I fight for a country that feels like it's failing me and my children? I work, I pay my taxes, I help others in need. The government currently doesn't help us, though. Let them fight the wars. What do you think?
Well, she mixed two things up there. She got on about the country, then she mentioned the government. It is the government. It's the government that is failing us. But also this monarchy system that... Not my king! You know, the idea of fighting because you're subject of the crown. That just... No. To protect my kids and my family, yes. I'll do you a bit. But I wouldn't be fighting for the crown and country and all that stuff. You have to go and do Pledge of Allegiance, or to be sticking my finger up, you know?
Think about that, Jane.
That's exactly it. I mean, I have to get food vouchers for young people in poverty. Sorry, I might get a bit of emotional here. And then you see the Houses of Parliament, and they're going in and getting subsidised pigeon with blackberry jus. I'm utterly sick of the back teeth of it. It's just absolutely in just every part of our beautiful country that I was proud of. I'm not proud to be British anymore.
What can you say to that? It's not surprising though, is it, really? You know? When you got toffs like this one. Oh, remember him? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Benefits everybody. Free trade is hugely advantageous to consumers.
Do you know what impact this will actually have? You're admitting that this could save £1 billion, which means that checks would have cost £1 billion. I thought post-Brexit checks were not going to be disruptive.
That's why we're not adopting them. This would have been an act of self-harm if we'd gone ahead with it. It would have increased costs for people, and we are trying to reduce costs. So that's the purpose.
I don't know what keeps doing that. Why is it so long? That's how long it is. It stops there. So we might as well stay in the EU then. Yeah, he was complaining about this, wasn't he? Oh, hang on.
To be leader.
Do you think? Oh, hang on. This was saying about Boris Johnson earlier about supporting the Prime Minister as by this woman.
She is their project. She is the person they want to be leader. And actually what she should be doing, what they all should be doing, is getting behind Rishi Sunak, because it is insanity to think that we can have another leadership election.
Do you think we are going to see a leadership election before the next general election?
If we do, the Conservative Party deserves to be wiped out of existence, because what they should be doing is governing for the people and not governing for themselves. They are concerned only with their own ambition. There's this desperate race on because they simply want to be Prime Minister. It's political hedonism and narcissism in its most extreme forms, and they need to pipe down, get behind the Prime Minister, who also was involved in removing Boris Johnson, but that's history. They need to get behind him and get us into an election, and to stop thinking about themselves and start thinking.
Oh, I don't agree with her outcome, but at least she's talking some sense for a change. Although I prefer it when she's eating deer penis. So that, was it ostrich anus? I can't remember that. Whatever it might have been. But, her buddy, well, not long ago, her buddy, actually, her buddy's wife, as in Boris, Jacob Rees-Mogg, she's been busy.
Hello, Chairman, you're not supposed to be here. This is Bristol Waterland.
They're trespassing. This woman here is Jacob Rees-Mogg's
We've had to report
wife.
you before for having hands with her.
Boxer.
Do you know they're trespassing, Mrs. Mogg?
Come on, try mate, Sixtus.
Are you aware that they're trespassing here? This is Bristol Waterland.
Pops.
It is. This is Bristol Waterland. You're not supposed to be on here.
They don't care, do they? They just don't care.
This is Bristol Waterland. You're trespassing.
Bristol Waterland. It's a fairy tale. I thought Fox Hunter was bad. They're not looking for Liz, are they? No. Oh, damn it. These people. Seriously, has Charlie said anything? Has Charlie, as in, King Charles, has he said anything? No, he's in hospital. Is Mrs. Camilla, whatever her name is, has been visiting every day, holding his hand and that, massaging his prostate. Yeah, that's what she's been doing. Yeah, it's been like it's been like the singing detective. It has. She's been rubbing all that stuff all over his body. Ooh, and his flaky skin. Baby. Oh, a nasty thought. Where's my mouse gone? What's there? Simon Case. Oh my God, Simon Case. Oh, yeah. Farmers turning sides upside down. I think they got to your dog, baby. Where's the king, by the way? He's in the hospital, isn't he? Eat what? Disgusting. You should have seen Harry Metcalf's spoiled child face when he couldn't get his camera drone into Morocco. Imagine when his oiled seed rape is blocked from Europe. Ooh. Scrolling up. Simon Case, the cabinet secretary, has returned to work after his mysterious illness. Perhaps he will testify at the COVID inquiry later, but he missed his initial slot. I remember that now. Yeah, so he's returned, has he? Flippin' sod, isn't he? Did a runner. 57 in the chat. Oh, there we go. Click the old like button. Helps our channel, you know. Scene detective, is that the look that Trump is going for? Oh, that was a brilliant novel. The Singing Detective. Oh, crikey, what's the geezer who played that? Did he play Dumbledore at the end as well? Not shown here on the East Coast. Oh, not. Oh, what in? I cheer them on from a safe distance, mind. I'm missing the plot here. Okay, what have I missed? What have I missed? 8 inches of snow by tomorrow afternoon. I'm not going anywhere, no. Oh, you got plenty of pellets for your wood, your pellet burner and gingers. Crikey. Yesterday was a miserable old day, but today was a beautiful day. Today was sunny and lovely. So I was outside a bit today. And also 2 days ago it was really sunny and lovely. But we had a horrible day in between. Oh, more sunny and lovely, please. Dawes should look at her own record, I know. Hypocrisy. When she stood there with Jacob Rees-Mogg, oh, how his premiership has been stolen away from him. It's been a plot. People like this get beaten here. That is why they don't do it. I give money to a charity most every... Oh, nice one. To the hands to see them smile. The Dean dies as like a Marjorie... Oh, my God. Marjorie Green. Crikey, that Trump supporter woman, senator, with her guns. In the Senate. Party politics is totally bollocks. Yeah, you're not wrong there, number 3. There's plenty of that going on. That's quite a team you have in mind. I have to... number 3. Can I have a word, mate? I've been watching your videos, okay? Can you do more of the swearing? Because when you do your videos, it looks so out of character. It really does. And it's just, what? That's good. When Dory seems sane... Oh, yeah. I know, that's I know it's a bit of a statement, actually, isn't it? Let's put it out there, it is, you know. She clearly isn't. She's obviously insane, but, you know, it goes. And talk about somebody who else is insane. Oh. Alright, so I've got this regarding... Oh, the right one. I'll put that on there. Alright, so people get called up to fight if the UK goes to war because the military is too small. So you're just going to call people up just like that. People need to be trained. It's just ridiculous. It's just untrained people. Oh, here's a gun. Get on with it. That's if we can get a gun. It's probably important these days. The Brexit checks won't help. Oh. And then we've got this, but just the country's just full of these idiots. And this one, oh my Gideon! I'm gonna have to share.
Who owns the bridge?
She's been interviewed by Nick Ferrari, and I'm not a fan of Nick Ferrari, but I think he was a little bit shocked.
Who owns the bridge, Susan Hall?
Well, it's between the two councils, apparently. It's not very clear. But at the end of the day, the mayor is in charge of London, and if things are not working, they have to step in.
Well, I'm a bit disappointed by this response because it shows a basic factual misunderstanding of the case. The bridge doesn't belong to 2 councils. It only belongs to 1 council, which is Hammersmith and Fulham.
Can I just say one thing?
Well, you have got your facts wrong, haven't you?
I will not promise anything unless I know where the money is coming from.
What's a copper urn?
I think they're on about. I think they start about 30 something, and it goes up from there.
Right. So you're seeking to recruit more officers.
Yeah.
You don't actually know how much they earn.
I think they cost us.
Right. So.
And it goes up from there.
Right. So you're
30 something. And it goes up from there.
Right, so you're seeking to recruit more officers.
Yeah.
You don't actually know how much they earn.
I think they cost us, Bobby costs about 60k with the ongoing costs. Don't forget, it's not just their wages.
Sorry, £60,000?
I think you have to estimate around 60k because of their pensions and everything else.
Yeah. But what's the starting salary?
I don't know what the one is now. They're being given a 5%. Oh, I probably should know what nurses earn and teachers earn.
All right, it's £36,000. So, how are you going to get more?
Right, so there is a problem with recruitment. I would suggest it's because police are being so bad-mouthed in London.
Would you alter bus fares?
You're going back to finance again.
What is the bus fare? How much do you pay to get on a bus currently?
I don't use them. I use trains all the time.
You don't know what a bus fare is?
Is it when you got pickpocketed Is that Susan Hall? Is it when you got pickpocketed? When the fact, Matt, you didn't get pickpocketed, you just dropped your wallet or your purse or whatever it was.
No.
Susan Hall, you...
What was that deep breath? You're going to start kicking tyres now. Ooh.
Susan Hall, you don't know who owns Hammersmith Bridge, you don't know what a police officer makes, and you don't know the bus
I
fare.
said to you in the 30s, as you full well know.
Just so unprofessional. It's absolutely incapable. You're never going to win a mayoral election, are you? With her. No. You're not. She's incompetent.
Who owns the bridge,
Like
Susan
most
Hall?
of the flipping Tories, totally and utterly incompetent. Right, but what are the odds if we do get for a new prime minister to take over from Richie Sunak? What are the odds? Right. Unfortunately, Kemi Badenoch is 3-1. Penny Mordaunt and her sword, and you got to stand up and fight. Stand up and fight, she says. Yeah, remember that? Oh, but I might have to do that. Have I got that? Or did I get rid of that one because it's got copyright material on it? Penny. Penny Mordaunt, where are you? Stand up and fight. Okay, well, I'm looking for that.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
Okay. Alright. Oh, I found it. There we go.
Stand up and fight. Because when
Can't do all of
you
that, 'cause I've got a
stand
copy of it now.
up and fight, the person beside you stands up and fights. And they stand up and fight for the things upon which the entire progress of humanity depends.
Freedom! Oh, dear. Pandora, what do you want? Oh, I know what you want. My little girl there, she wants a treat. Yeah, look, Dora. Can we see your head? No? She don't work for it, does she? Bonked Sebastian head with a treat. So yeah, okay. Suella Braverman 5-1. James Cleverly 7-1. James Cleverly, really? Lord Cameron 20-1. Nigel Farage 25-1. Dame, God. Priti Patel 33-1. Robert Jenrick 66-1. Ain't gonna happen, is it? And Tom Tug on his hat is 66-1. So Badenoch is a favourite, apparently. Oh dear. What are they doing through there? That is according to the Express, mind you. So waiting lists have been on the increase. There we go. These are the NHS waiting lists. Just the Conservatives have been in power since 2010. Look at that. They came down under Labour, and the last time the Tories were in, it went up. Down again Labour, and up again. You know, why do people need convincing that the Tories are not good for people? Now, just a second, I need to check something. What's going on? Pandora has gone into the bin. She's got little plastic packets, took them into my living room, onto the sofa, and decided to lick them. Lovely. All right. I'll hum and hawing over this one, but I do actually agree with him for once. Oh no! It's him! It's the lice. I hate this geezer. But Is he right? You tell me.
Let's just get some facts on the table. There's over 1,000 4x4 pickups with British number plates on that have been taken over there by British volunteers, full of medical supplies to keep Ukrainian soldiers alive in that critical first hour. Because the supplies we're taking over, and I took over dozens of boxes in the back of the truck I was driving, those are what the soldiers want. And literally there are hundreds of Ukrainian soldiers alive today because of what we've been doing. And that was privately raised donations. And the gratitude from Ukrainian society for what we in the UK are doing, raising their money, is extraordinary, and you only sense it when you're there. But that last point is absolutely right. The Ukrainians, they're not only fighting to save their sovereign nation that they love, they're actually fighting for the freedom of the West. Because if Putin wins, anybody that thinks that he's just going to stop there and that's enough is at best being deeply naive. No. They are fighting for the freedom of the West because he'll go into the Baltic states.
How do we know that? I don't know why politicians talk with such confidence about that.
Who thought he was going to go into Ukraine?
Oh, it's been going on for 8 years.
Right,
He absolutely was always going to defend the Russian people.
So you're happy to take the risk. So when he goes into one of those Baltic states, you say, oh, well, maybe he won't go to the next one, and he won't go to the next one. When are you prepared to stand up, right, against a bully, whether it's in the school playground or whether it's as sovereign nations? If you don't stand up to a bully, they despise weakness and they will take advantage of it.
I'm all for defending the Ukrainian people. I think it's horrific what's happened to all of those civilians over there. But I can't quite buy into this idea that if we don't stop him there, he will, maraud across Europe.
But you're prepared to take the risk.
He never said that.
You're prepared. He never said he was going to. He never said he was going to invade Ukraine. No, he didn't. Before he went in, he said he wasn't.
Soviet Union.
He said he definitely said it 2 weeks before he went into Ukraine. His oh, quite, I've got his name now. His defence minister. Oh crikey. Anyway, he Liz Truss. Remember when she visited? Oh, blimey. They weren't very impressed with her, were they? She didn't know her C's, as in the CTs. Well, they said, no, we're not going to invade. No. It's just a military exercise.
He never said he was going to Ukraine.
Donbass region, he wanted back.
So you're prepared to take the risk. So when he goes into the Baltic states or into Poland, what do you do then? Because we haven't got the weapons, we haven't got the people, so very quickly you're straight to nuclear war, or you just let him walk over all of us. Is that what you're prepared to do?
I don't know. I don't have the same faith that that's his ambition.
Well, I don't believe anything he says, and I'm more with you, Richard.
I hate to admit, I think I agree with him. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I need to lie down. Yeah, same Ellie Corn. Pretty much everything he said, as far as I'm concerned, was sort of on the money. But it doesn't, it doesn't go away from the fact that he's an arsehole. Still, but I can't argue with that. I really can't. I think he was on the money. Just like Nicola Sturgeon was on the money regarding Boris Johnson. He's an effing clown. And Liz Truss was as useful as a marzipan dildo. I love that. I'm not going to forget that one, I'll tell you. Blimey. Now, if you think about Badnock having things that she said in the past, to make marzipan dildos, that's what she is. You know. We're going on about tartar.
We are saving jobs which would have been lost. Without this investment, we would probably have seen the end of steelmaking, certainly in this part of the country, possibly in the whole of the UK. This is good for the taxpayer. This is good for the workforce. This is a plan that has been several years in the making. We are operating in a global environment. And if you look at what is happening with steel across the world, you look at the oversupply from China, you look at the steel...
Steel across the world. Tata is just building a whopping great forge. A huge one. I wonder why. And wonder where. Oh, it happens to be in India. And why? Oh, well, because, well, it makes more sense than having one in the UK. So all we've done is offshored our carbon footprint, which makes no sense whatsoever. The only way we're going to get rid of our carbon footprint is if we... buy the stuff in the first place, which is a bit hard when you're dealing with construction materials like, or virgin steel. You can't create virgin steel from recycled materials. It kind of goes against what actually not virgin anymore, is it? No. And these arc reactors that they arc reactors. Oh, blinking hell, I've done it again. Flipping Iron Man in my head. Arc furnaces. Like they heat certain temperatures and what have you, and they're good for melting, but not you retrieve it from iron ore, smelting, whatever it is. So.
Arrangements that the EU as well as the US want to put in place. Everybody is doing something to make sure that they have capacity and they are resilient. We want to continue to see steel making in the UK. Something does need to be done. This is the right plan, and we as the government are very proud of it and very happy to have worked with Tata to come to a good conclusion.
It seems that Tata Steel will reject the multi-union plan and will push ahead with a plan which could well lead to between 2,500 and 3,000 job losses. We're deeply frustrated because it's completely unnecessary. What Tata and the government have done is made a deal where £500 million of taxpayers' money is going to be spent on 3,000 job losses and removing the ability of the United Kingdom to make its own virgin primary steel. That raises major questions about our national security. Are we going to be the only country in the G20 that no longer creates its own steel? And also, of course, there are huge opportunities in the move to the greener manufacturing sector that we want for the future, and none of that can happen without a vibrant and competitive and profitable steel industry.
We are saving.
He's just such an idiot. Oh, these people, they live amongst us. She's as much good as that marzipan dildo, she is. Yeah, okay. Oh my God. We had Richard Tice. Okay. Now, I did promise this earlier, so I'm going to have to share it with you, because I did promise this. So I present to you the lovely, the delectable, the cuddly, and with the...
My message to Parliament is this. Hear the people. Heed the people, obey the people, which is what you said you would do, and make sure that your children and your children's children grow up in a free, independent, proud Britain, which is what we should all be campaigning for. So, we ready? Well, they heard that outside, but they didn't quite hear it at Westminster. Are we ready? My message to Parliament is this. Hear the people.
It doesn't stop there, I'll tell you. It doesn't stop there. It gets worse. It gets worse. Oh, my Gideon.
Is it time to say sorry, Anne?
No. First of all, it hasn't been a massive disaster. The only thing I regret about Brexit is that it was never done properly.
The wrong kind of Brexit.
Isn't that Brexit is a failure? It's how we've implemented Brexit is a failure.
The wrong kind of Brexit.
No, let me finish. You've just had a very good spiel putting one side. Now just let me put the other.
The side that the newspapers don't put. That side, yeah. Go ahead, Anne. I'm all ears, genuinely.
Well, I do hope you are all ears. What I was saying was that we did not do Brexit properly. Not the wrong kind of Brexit. We just didn't do Brexit properly. For example, there were thousands and thousands, and I do mean thousands, of EU regulations which we could have got rid of over the course of the last 4 years. Nobody suggesting you do it in the first 4 minutes.
Could you just tell us which ones were bad? Because a lot of EU regulations are really sensible, so I'm just interested out the thousands and thousands.
I don't know what...
So you don't know which ones are bad, we just throw them all out?
I didn't say that. I'm sorry, Matthew.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not going to continue with this because I didn't say that.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood, sorry.
Yes, good. I'm glad you did. What I was saying to you was that there are thousands of EU regulations. For example, it's taken us 4 years to finally ban live exports. We could have done that in the first 6 months. The fiddling around with visa rules that we see now Other countries which have borders with the EU don't have those problems. What we have is a determination to make it as difficult for us as possible. And instead of whimpering and saying, oh dear, we should give up our sovereignty in order to have a faster visa queue, what we should be doing is taking a much stronger stand and saying, right, you make it as difficult as possible, but we're going ahead.
Can I just ask about the politicians who told us things before the referendum, which have subsequently become patently untrue? So Michael Gove saying Brexit would be good for the environment. We've just legitimised the use of pesticides that kill bees that the EU has banned. Daniel Hannan promised business would have access to the single market if we voted leave. We didn't. He then pushed on for the hardest possible Brexit. Boris Johnson said our fishermen would be supported. They're £70 million a year worse off. I could go on and on. Should we not have some kind of apology for those lies or mistruths, Anne?
Well, the biggest lies that were told before the referendum were actually told by the Remain campaign, led by the then Prime Minister Lord Cameron. He wasn't a Lord then, of course, who said very specifically, and it was all there, that if we dared to vote yes, never mind leave, if we actually just voted to leave, there was going to be an immediate austerity budget.
Okay, let's get this back straight here. The Bank of England governor at the time, James Carney, he mitigated in the Bank of England, and also the pound plummeted.
There was going to be an immediate rise in unemployment. There was going to be an immediate collapse of British business. It's all there on the record. This is what they were telling us. None of that happened.
But unemployment is going up, Anne.
Not even you.
Unemployment is up, Anne. Unemployment is up.
And it was never up when we were in the EU.
It also went down when we were in the EU. 4 million with Margaret Thatcher to 1 million just before we left. I mean, you're just not telling the truth, Anne, are you?
Matthew, right, what you won't do is let me have a word in edgeways.
You've had 4 minutes non-stop, Anne. I'm just asking questions. Have a lovely morning yourself, Anne. And therein, I would suggest, ladies and gentlemen, is the problem with Brexit. Been gaslit by one of the great advocates of Brexit. Every time I try and introduce the issues that trouble me, the lies told by Anne Widdecombe's colleagues, former colleagues, I'm being told that I'm interrupting her, that I'm rude. How are we ever going to move on with such intransigence? I have to ask. Is it time to say sorry, Anne?
Yeah, well done, Matthew.
No, first of all, it has...
Oh, she should stick to dancing, or maybe not. Back in the chat. Oh, ain't she lovely? Nurse! Oh, nursey. Oh, got a bit black-eyed. Quality of gammon has gone up. God's sake, yeah. All right, let's up a bit. See what you've been saying about Anne Widdecombe. Reform are the English maggots. Yes, they are. Don't get me wrong, everything else he says is crap, but I can't disagree with that, what he said. It's just... yeah. And who could be called up? Could be up to 60-year-olds, can it, you know? Are we ready? This is not the Royal Rumble. What? I'm ready, throw something at your face, Anne. I'm ready to throw something at your face. Please? Oh, she's such a foul creature, isn't she? God, haven't I got that soundbite somewhere? Oh, crikey. I thought I did. No, it's not that one.
I think it's rather uplifting.
No, not that one. No, is it... that one?
Welcome to the Brexit, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh
no,
my God. It's not that one. No. Is it that one?
I've been wondering what that special place in hell looks like for those who promoted Brexit without even a sketch of a plan how to carry it safely.
I thought I had an Anne. Oh dear. Crazy, whoop, jobs. Nope, not that one. No.
Are you like a crazy person?
No, that is my no, that's about Anne Widdecombe.
Whoop-de-doo!
No. That's about Tory policies. This is probably more like it.
Coming over here, taking our jobs and our women!
Maybe. Oh, crikey.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Ain't got a clue. My boys, Reform are the maggots, yes they are. Nutter, adored by other nutters. We can't be independent. Nutters. No, we can't be independent. We don't have the minerals to be independent. We don't have what we need to be independent. We don't have the gas, the energy. We don't have the people to be independent. Unless we live in the mud huts. Oh, Tories all get tasered. Oh, fuck's sake, Marcus. What the fuck? Is that so fucking loud? Sorry. I don't know. Was it really loud, was it? I'm sorry. I don't know. My meter's looking okay. Oh, dear. Ouch! Got headphones on. I can smell that room. Toxic! Not my Brexit! Daft cow. You aren't wrong, Italy. Not my Brexit. Scottish independence now. Yes. You know how I feel about it. Don't want it, but it has to happen for the Scottish people. It's not my country. No. What's this fixation with EU regulations? Well, they rolled a load over, didn't they? But the thing is, you see, they tried to get rid of them all, and then they realised it was about 7,000 in the end of EU regulations, because one sort of like backs up the other. Like any law, you know, you have, what do they call them now? That you got to refer to this to go back there and what have you. It all backs each other up, so you can't. It all like links together. You know, regulations, laws, and stuff, doesn't it? And it's and they found there's at least 7,000 of them. 4,000. Actually, it started off about 1,000 odd, then 1,800, then it went up to like 4,200, and then in the end it was like 6,000 odd laws. And they realised, hang on, we can't do this. So they said, oh no, we're not going to do it now. There's been no talk of it since. And obviously, Jacob Rees-Mogg wouldn't have been very happy. No. Besides, he backtracked on his own proposal anyway, didn't he? You know. Oh, put your teeth back in, Granny Waddlebottom. Here in Prague, I can do a lot of things which would get me arrested in London. Yet the English are the ones crying about freedom. They're just... what was it again? In Russia, there was around 700 arrests for environmental protests. I can't verify the figures. They're probably supplied by Russia, so they might not be real. But in the UK, there was 3,400 arrests for environmental protest arrests. It's nuts. Widdicombe should go and make a much stronger stand somewhere in the Pacific, maybe under it, with a bit of luck. It's another imaginary boogeyman to stir up hatred. I need a real drink. Oh, what, a stiff drink or a beer? I'm getting through mine. Now I regret not having a beer with my dinner. You need your beer goggles on. You couldn't see her, could you? Oh, she's such a foul woman. She's horrendous. But she's always been like that, you know? Got she like clipped in my head, let's say that. It holds my hat on though. It's like Velcro. I actually clipped my beard as well and taped it up to the bald bit. I need what I need now. I need like a handlebar going on there. What do you reckon? Do I need a handlebar like that? You know, twist it up like that. It'd be hilarious. Especially with my murderer's apron in the workshop. Oh, vodka! Oh, now I regret not having a beer in my dinner. Yep, freedom to protest, for example. Yes, it's fundamental right. That's democracy for you. The freedom to protest. Marcus, please stop with that twit nonsense. Her sense of cherry picking is astounding. Yes, she's crazy. Well, she certainly was trying to do that, wasn't she, regarding blaming the Remainers and stuff. It's just none that made sense. Because pretty much everything in the Remainers, we said originally is all coming true now. Okay, not day after we leave. That's not what most of us said. Anne is on the same breed of idiots that were paying €600 for a meal and €2,000 a night in the Algarve, and people with too much money. Did she ever marry? Did Anne Widdicombe ever marry? I don't think she did she? No, she did a documentary a while back. I can't remember if it was on the BBC or something like that. I don't know what it was on. But she was gone about real men and stuff like that. A bit like that Katie Hopkins, you know. Oh, men aren't real anymore. They're all too soft. And so men got, you know, the men are getting a bad end of the deal, and all against women's rights, basically. Prime Minister, oh crikey, John Major. Flipping out, John Major, you had her. Oh my giddy aunt. Did you pork her? Oh, I hope not. Oh, maybe he did. I don't know. He had the habit of swinging it about a bit, didn't he? To other colleagues. Oh, I wonder which one. Oh, so, there's one who looks at, I had a thing about eggs. That's it. Was she? Okay. Born, political party. I don't think she was ever married. Not surprising, is it, though? Rarely. So she probably just hates people. 1947 she was born. Yeah, 4th of October, 1947. Yeah. It's a pity you weren't doing the Blitz. Gosh, she must be a horrible kid. 76 she is. 76. Horrible, horrible, horrible woman. Speaking of the devil, the picture of her, actually with Edwina Curry. Yeah. John Major's have a bit. Nursey. Let's look at Mark's time. No, 2 or more, plus 2. Okay, Caroline's away, yeah. She is away. What do you mean I've got to go back longer? I've got to do some stuff on the other site, actually. I need to do some cards for the other site. Is this a 1R stream? Yeah, it is. It's a 1R17, yeah, at the moment. Or could it be a 1R 7.5? In Mark's time, yeah. I decided to honour my Bursic anniversary or ancestry and not clip my beard and maybe beard and maybe my hair. And that is an insane decision that would look normal in Tory Congress. What? Oh, you got a beard, are you? Oh, I clipped my beard. Yeah, that was getting a bit unwieldy. That was all coming out the sides. You know, you get these bushy bits just here. It looked really weird. I look more and more like Jack Black. Do you realise I get like 3 to 4 comments a day on my woodworking channel? Who's just like up that Jack Black carpenter? I don't care because I love Jack Black. He's brilliant. Love the geezer. Does that include Mark? Okay. She's older than 60. Yeah, 76. John Major put semolina and Edwina Curry's eggs. He did. Blimey. At least he's not a Brexiter. I'll say that about John Major. That was when the Tory party had more sanity, even under Margaret Thatcher. At least there was a level of I don't have to like the policies because she's a milk snatcher and all that, you know. And obviously standing up for blinking that council houses. But I have to admit, at the time, the Tories were at least appeared to have some sanity about them. But this lot, they're just unreal. I couldn't grow a decent beard stash in my life. It depended on it. You know what? This is the first time I had a bit of a beard last year. This is the first time I've actually started to grow a beard. I'm gonna keep going for now, but I'm not gonna say I'm gonna keep going. You know, get into spring, I might get rid of it. Then we'll see. Yeah, it depends. The only thing is, though, you see, you can store your food in it. It's handy, like chicken legs and stuff. The Jack Black Joinery Channel. Yeah, Carol Vorderman is 63 and I'm 68, and we both live in Bristol. Is she married? No, she's divorced at the moment, isn't she? No, she's not married. Carol Vorderman, she liked one of my videos and one of my comments the other day. I was praising that mine, but I love Carol Vorderman. I really do. She's an amazing woman, and she's got a hell of a head on her shoulders. You know, she's a civil engineer, actually, isn't she? She's trained as a civil engineer, I think it is. Some sort of engineer, anyway. Anyway, she's a very, 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 very clever and decent person. So I don't care if she's bums and boobs, because she's bums and boobs and brains. Sean Bailey, you plonker. Yeah. So I'm quite happy with that. I tell you what I don't like. It really irritates the hell out of me. Now, if their woodwork was good, all right, and they're wearing skimpy outfits, and you could see their camel and their toe at the same time together, well, then I think myself, well, I don't care. You're doing a good job, and I'm not worried about all that, you know. But there's so many channels out there, woodworking type channels, or women doing stuff in the woods and stuff like that, and the only reason they're doing it is sexualizing it. That really irritates. I must be getting old, but it really irritates the hell out of me. Because, you know, I want to judge you on your skills, not your assets, if you know what I mean. You know, if you've got big boobies, you big machine gun Japanese, you know, and you got the other bits showing and stuff like that, or at least you might as well not be wearing anything. Because that's what it seems like. And all the camera positions, stuff like that. If, for instance, you had really good skills, I say, well, so what? It doesn't make a difference to me. If that's what you want, okay. I just wish you wouldn't be, you know, prostituting yourself. But when your workmanship is shit, I mean, really crap, pocket screws and shit like that, the rubbish, that really irritates me. That's really bugging me. I've got to make more videos about it, I think. Crikey, that and this geezer called Wrangler Star. Does anyone on here know Wrangler Star? He's a YouTuber, very successful YouTuber. Oh, and what a misogynist woman hater. I think what's happened is his wife has left and took the cleaners, and now he hates women. That's what it feels like. He didn't used to be as bad as this. I'm sure he didn't. But now he's just gone, oh, crikey. If you are, if you're the son of a single mother who hasn't taught you anything, you get that kind of talk, you know what I mean? And some of it's worse than that. It's horrendous. Crikey, it's just, you know. And then he's going on about he's like anti this, anti that. He's obviously homophobe. But it's so strange. He stands there a little bit camp, you know, with bright red like felt hat on, right, like a little funny felt hat on, and he's got his little neckerchief on as well. He looks really camp. he's loading up his machine gun. Oh, crikey. I think he needs to come out. That's what he needs. He might be a nicer person. Just come out and be who he really is. Wrangler Star, the geezer's name. Or channel. God. It's not his name, obviously, it's his channel. He's awful. Has he been hanging around with Joey Barton? I don't know. The Normans never intended, maybe. The Normans never intended for England to be a democratic, hence the class system. We haven't got a proper democracy in the UK, have we? We really haven't. No bacon. Take care, number 3. Thanks for coming, mate. Oh, don't go to bed without Carol. Go and hunt her down. She's there somewhere. And she's waiting for you, she is. Yeah, Carol Boardman. She's waiting for you. I tell you what. She could have quite a bit of foul mouth on her. Do a little bit of swearing. That might be like you might woo her. Keep up, mate. You take care. And have a lovely week. No, that's too good to waste, Trello the Cat. Also, Trello the Cat says, no bacon. You'd better watch out, Trello the Cat. We'll cover you in maple syrup and let the beavers lick you to death. Oh, my God. I wouldn't mind covering the beaver in maple syrup, if you know what I mean. Ooh. Sickly. Yeah. Fattening. It's not good for the heart either, is it? I admire Carol's woodworking skills. What all wood are you talking about? Oh, dear. I like everything about Carol Boardman except the most important thing. She isn't a redhead. Oh. As in she's not a Scot either. No, she's a decent person, and she's just, and she speaks her mind, and I appreciate it in people when people actually speak their mind and they're honest. I've got a real beam up on about honesty at the moment. I really have. This last couple of years, or last year, especially last year, it's been really grating on me. Yeah, when we had it obviously with politicians and stuff like that. But then when people around you start doing it, and you think, God, you're just lying for your teeth. No, I'll call you out on it. I really will. It's bollocks. It's no good. We can't go. You can't go on like that. We need some honesty. And we need some decency. PhD in maths, all masters. Yeah, I think she's done engineering as well, though. I was looking at her bio a while back. I mean, last week, actually. I know, last week or week before. When after Sean Bailey. Sean Bailey was accused of, or one thing or the other, why is she calling out politicians or something? Why is she, with her boobs and bums hanging out? And that stupid idiot from Pimlico Plumbers, I can't remember his name now. It looks like he's walked in with, he's got his own syringe, or he's on a catheter or Botox in his face, and then he's criticising her as well. She's a good-looking woman. She doesn't look she doesn't dress provocatively. Yeah, okay, she wears like shiny latex trousers and stuff like that. But she's worked hard at it, She's keep fit and stuff like that. And she's got a brain. That's the difference. She's got a brain. Oh, it's too much misogyny. It really is. I ain't got a problem with comedy and stuff like that. Technique, but as long as it's a two-way thing, whatever race or creed or sex you are, let's take the piss everybody. But you have to accept you're going to get it in return. It needs to be balanced about context. That's it. It's context. That's the word. I do worry that we've gone a little bit too politically correct. That does worry me because it damages comedy. See that sentiment that Marx is displaying? The Tory party used to be okay. No, it didn't used to be okay. All I'm saying is that the Tory party used to have a little bit more sanity. This lot ain't sane. They're a bunch of lunatics. That's the difference. They were two parties. You had Labour and you had the Tory party, and you had just different policies. They just different idealisms. That's the difference. Now you got the current Labour Party. And now you've got this bunch of lunatics. They are literally lunatics. How did these people get that? Look at Lee Anderson. How did he get that job? It's just unbelievable. It's nuts. Steve McGowan says beards here are not popular. Just 5 o'clock shadows only, please. And AK-47. Oh, crikey. Did you hear about the Republicans? Well, apparently, there's been a lot of talk about the Republicans have been told to shave off their beards. If they've got beards, because they're not popular. So you might have something there. I read that in the paper this morning, online this morning. I thought, what? I haven't verified it, but, I won't be surprised it's true. She's not married, but I think she's had a couple of husbands, hasn't she? She's had a couple. She's not married, but she does have friends with benefits. Ooh. That's the English. The only way... Oh, crikey. Shame Coutaloo is in BC. Larry. Oh, I know what you're on about now. Canadians are everywhere. Not a problem. Actually, my son's in-laws live in Canada. There we come. Mellow says, also Trump, dictator, going on about China, and then people are living China, and China preventing them from taking their money, and China is ruined Trump and wants the USA and the rest of the world like that. That's communism. I've got a fly, because what been warm day, any flies that sort of come out early, and I've got a fly inside my light box, just there. My soft box. Vicar, hello there, Vicar. It's Carol's smarts that I find most attractive. And I said to him, yeah, bang on. And I like the fact that she'll speak her mind, she'll swear. I actually like that. She does put all the little asterisks in, you know, but she's what's the word? Forthright. She speaks her mind. Yeah. I really admire her. You know what I mean? And so when she was doing that thing with the numbers, that game show thing with the numbers, flipping hell, God, how her mind must work. Top smoke, she would not fit. Thanks for the what? I don't know about. What's Top Smoke said? Oh, really? Vorderman is no Alice Roberts, though. Oh, she's getting on a bit now, isn't she? Though, but crikey, I'd be a toy boy. Oh dear, the repugnance that they are, crikey, Republicans. Ooh. Auto, hang on. Oh, I missed. Auto or manual? Top Smoke. Okay, auto manual what? Lincoln 1.3 HLE with a high gear ratio and had no performance. 1.3 petrol probably. It ain't got much performance, is it? Oh crikey, what's going on there? Auto okay. Alright, there we come. What have I missed? What have I missed? Good news says flies hibernate in the firewood, and once they warm up, not in the fire. Sadly, they start buzzing around. I know. And this house has full of beams as well. We find them hibernating in the old wormholes and stuff like that. Yeah, but little bastards. I hate flies. Marcus fancies Carol. I'm a married man. I don't fancy. I respect her. I have a lot of respect for Carol Vorderman. I really do. But I wouldn't say no. Sorry. Keep going back to the Maestro comment, Marks. Oh, the Maestro comment. I didn't see it. Oh, what are you talking about? The Maestro? Austin Maestro. Oh, my giddy arm with his air suspension. What's it? Oh, crikey, those things are horrendous. The Maestro. And the Montego. And the Metro. Oh, crikey, we could not build cars. We really could not build cars. It was horrendous. Oh, what was the other one? Before the Maestro. Oh, crikey, you must have a large reaver, aren't you? Just the horrendous the Maestro was. They had that weird kind of like bit on the moulding on the side of the body. It was probably there to keep the stiffen the metal up. That was weird. In German, hello, son of Wagen. Vorderman means ahead of the man. There you go. It does make sense. I didn't know that. And I see yes on the Viking. I've been reading your comments. I have. Just let everyone know, I do still go through the comments on the channel. I just can't always reply because I'm just so busy all the while at the moment. It's very hard to keep up. And also, I didn't really have my heart in it as well. Over Christmas time, I was a bit down about it all. I was really... I told you before, I was sort of like, whether to continue with it. And I was just like, ooh, I couldn't afford to. You know, just couldn't afford to. I'd think, hang on, maybe I've got to do something different. I'm still kind of there. I can't really afford to carry on, but I'm going to. But it's how it is, you know. I should really be doing something else that earns money. Keep the wolf at the door. 2024. Hello, Lars Elhurst. 2024 looks promising. Trump is losing millions. Yeah. And probably decorating a prison cell with ketchup in the future. Now, okay, Donald Trump. Will he be able to get hold of his glass bottles? I don't think so. Will he? Not in prison. He's got some plastic bottles. Because he has a problem with plastic bottle ketchup because he worries, you see. But they could be tainted. They could be messed with. With the glass bottles, he likes it when he can pop the lid, you see. Under pressure. Yeah. He's very nervous of being assassinated. Yeah, maybe Jeffrey Epstein for him. That's what I say. Trump is losing millions, probably decorating the prisons all to catch up in the future. Nigel Farage become more trustworthy than the Tories. What? Donald Trump, loser in the COVID days, did his goons, the Brazil insurrection, and didn't end good. Well, no. Nothing happened. And the rustiest, as in the moisture, yeah. Pio did the complete. I don't know. He can get his tomato paste in a squeeze baglet. Little sachets. Hyacinth. Oh, hello, Luke von Luke. Yes, Hyacinth. Madam Bouquet here. Hyacinth bucket. Trump can hide in a lot under. Cry under the orange flaps. Ooh, can you imagine it? Just visualise this for a second. Donald Trump naked. No, don't take that. Wipe that out of your mouth. Just wipe it out now. You'll be to sleep tonight. No. This is what he missed. Imagine Anne Widdecombe in a beige Playtex basque, sprawled over the bonnet in a rusty sea ridge Austin Maestro. Oh, I wouldn't ride that, I'll tell you. No. Oh, my friend has a GT6. Ooh. Oh, if it was a talking maestro, it would be saying, "Get your fat ass off my bonnet." Yeah. What? There's going to be like a black maestro, a little red flashy light on it, you know? Most of Brazil's mothers hate Donald Trump, and Trump will be living in Skid Row Road doing a crack and speed, his favourite, begging people for money for nothing, like he actually does. He does it all the time. Beg. You got to pay for my fines then, please. Spent most of its life off the road. Well, as in an Allegro. Oh, what you mean, the GT6 or the Allegro? Oh, the GT6. Oh, I would like a plaything car. Like I used to have Morris Minors. I used to love Morris Minors. I had several of them. I've had the Traveller. I've had 2 saloons, a van. I haven't had a pickup. But the Traveller and the van, and also a pickup, all based on a proper chassis. But they used to rust like crazy. I put a 2-litre V4 Corsair engine in my Moggy Miner. I've got a picture of it or something. I'll find that picture. I sprayed it bright pink. Put all strobe lights underneath it and stuff like that. And the Colonel Boogie horns. I was young, okay? It would have been an Allegro with a square steering wheel in my younger days. Crikey, an Allegro. It's getting worse. You got a vinyl roof on that while you had it. Sexy. Oh dear, a Morris Marina. God, we made some shit cars. We really did. I used to like old British cars, like Italian ones now. And they're more interesting. They're more interesting, but the thing I like about the Morris Minor is you could convert to one thing. You could convert to electric quite easily, but it's so easy to work on. You under the bonnet, you can almost get in there with the engine. You know, there's so much space down there besides that BL A series block engine, and I just like them. You know, they're just really solid little cars and fun. And they're fun to drive as well. They're hilarious things. Especially we put a V4 Corsair engine in it, and never got around to upgrading the brakes. It was the vans. It had the heavier brakes on the van, but still. What a lot of people are doing, upgrading the brakes to Marina black brakes. Discs on the front. That's what I should have done, but yeah. Never got round to it. Met the missus. Triumph TR6. Oh, Triumph GT6. God. I had Spitfire. I had an old Spitfire. I used to like buy cars up and do them up and send them on. That's what I used to do. It's a bit of fun, you know what I mean? Didn't really make any money. It's just something to do. Oh, crikey, now again about Weber carbs. Now what? Twin Webers? With the pancake filters. Oh, my Gideon. Weber carbs by any Charles Marcus, yeah. Well, on the not when I put the Corsair engine in, because on the old ASOS blocks of the Morris Miners used to have the SU carburetors on them, so that was just but they fitted them, didn't they? Did they put them on the SUs, didn't they? Like twin SUs on the little MGs and stuff. You need a 2CV, says a lefty boat. I'll be here in France. They are fetching so much money here now. I mean, they're really expensive. Little 2-cylinder rear-engined. Crikey. What do they call them here? Diane. Yeah. Lovely little things with their roll-back roof. So simple. And the gear stickers through the dashboard. A bit like the Renault 4. Or Renault Catrol. That's you gear stick through the dashboard. My neighbour used to have one of them for ages. And she hit a deer with her. Killed a deer with a Renault 4. Couldn't stop in time. Poor little thing. At this rate, Marcus will have a Thomas moped. Oh my God, I've had one then. I want a Thomas. That was a Mobile here in France. So it wasn't a Thomas, no. It was a Mobile. It was a bit like the Solex. You know, the Solex had the engine on the front wheel. The Mobile had the engine down there near your feet. You know, but I had one of them for a bit of fun. Someone sold one. I think I paid like 40 quid for it or something stupid. 40 euros. I was getting tyres and stuff like that. Like, they all perished. They explode. Horrendous. All cars are engined if you drive them in the right way. Okay. You can also fix anything wrong with the 2CV, yes, with a piece of string and a pack of bubble gum. Probably. And they also had free wheel nuts, they did. Or still do. On the old 2CVs. Someone near me has got a 2CV. I saw my first UK Citroen Amy parked at Morrison's the other day. Now, the little Amy, the little electric Amy, I didn't realise this until I was looking into it. I was thinking, buying Caroline. You can't plug them into the into the electric chargers. You have to plug them into your 3-pin plug. Maybe the batteries, it's like a couple of AAs or something. But yeah, those little things, they're hilarious. And also they're restricted on speed as well. Sing? Sing what? Car time. So I guess I'll hit my parallel work. Sorry about that, mate. I did that. That was my fault. I digressed. Yeah. I was veered that way in the comments. I was. Yeah. It's your fault. Yeah. All right. You know who you are. I've kind of lost where I was. Okay, no, we don't need that one now. Okay, let's go back over here. Back over there. Okay, so the UK is screwed. Now, can you remember this? There's this geezer, right? He's a bit of a cokehead. This one is, yeah. This guy here. I don't know if you've seen him before or heard him before. Maybe.
Lynn is a part-time historian. Lynn is a part-time historian.
There's no audio.
Lynn is a part-time historian. She owns an apartment in France. Hello to you, Lynn. Thank you for joining us. What's your question?
Thank you. Good evening. As stated, I own a small retirement apartment in France. So my question is, what will be the consequences of a leave vote for the hundreds of thousands of Brits across Europe who own homes?
Whereabouts in France is your apartment?
South of France.
In the south of France.
West Coast.
Yes. No, I've got friends who live in France as well, and one of the things is that many of them are people, or they have homes in France. Many of them are voting in favour of Britain leaving the European Union because they think it's in Britain's interest, and they also know that there are international laws and international rules that mean that if you're legally and ordinarily resident in another country, then even if your home country votes to leave the European Union, all your rights all your privileges are carried on and are respected. So the one thing I would say to you, and indeed to everyone, who enjoys living and who enjoys the prospect of retirement, which I suspect is many years hence, enjoys thinking about retirement, the one thing is that your investment will be safe and your future will be safe, whatever the decision on June the 23rd.
OK, so you're absolutely 100% sure that if we choose to leave the European Union, that France, Portugal, Germany, Spain, the rest would totally abide by supporting people like Lynn and the 118,000 other Brits who are living overseas?
Absolutely. I think people will, across the European Union, respect international law. Of course they will.
Not international law. Now, there's a thing here in France called Puma, but it doesn't give you the same rights. It just means you can stay, you know. Like the pensioners that are living here in France, for instance, were able to stay and get their health care, but it's still paid for by the UK when they, you know, go to the hospital, the doctors and stuff like that. The bill will end up on the doorstep of the Exchequer in the UK. That doesn't nothing to do with that. This doesn't give you those rights. You're going to have to get your... You can imagine what health insurance is going to cost when you're old. It's not going to be cheap, is it? No. It's crazy. Now, there was a lot of talk not that long ago of France was going to allow British expats, or I mean immigrants, who have got a second home in France to apply for a a visa, a short-term visa. One moment's going to be like a year or 2 years or whatever, and now then they went down to 6 months. So that way they could circumvent the 19 of every 180 days, so they could stay all over the winter, for instance, if they wanted to. Once it got to the courts, they ruled against it. So, you know, that's just that can't be changed either. That's it. It's ruled on. That's done. So that ain't going to happen. So those with second homes, you know, British citizens second homes in France, for instance, cannot get a 6-month visa. Not now. So all that rubbish we keep saying in like the Daily Mail and on GB News and what have you was well, not necessarily. You didn't necessarily read them or watch them. I don't blame you either. That all went to the wall, and it can't be recovered. That's it now. So that was bollocks. Yes. So he does spout a load of crap. And okay, talks on there, done that one. oh dear. But at least the question was asked, like it was about Boris Johnson.
There are many of you who voted Conservative in 2019, and I know a number of you who also intend to vote Conservative the next election. So in the interest of balance, because I notice that there's a lot of hands up of people who clearly want to have a go at the government, and we'll hear from you again as well. Is there anyone here who wants to speak up for Rishi Sunak or speak up for the government? There are many of you who voted Conservative in 2019, and I know a number of you who also intend...
So it ain't not good for the Tories, is it? Good. We need to get rid of them. I'll tell you one thing, though, and what I'm very pleased about is this. You can get ice cubes in the UK made with a British water. Oh, actually, come on. Maybe it's such a good idea after all. Yeah, little ice cubes of E. coli. Lovely. Blimey. Is that really a thing? Made with British water. You know, it's not mineral water. That is just water at a tap. And then we got, oh my God, Victoria Atkins. Oh.
With junior doctors, I was very, very disappointed when they walked away from our negotiations in the at tail end of last year. I was even more disappointed, of course, when they called their strikes, both in those few days before Christmas, you'll remember, and then the 6-day set of strikes that they had at what is probably the busiest time of year for the NHS at the beginning of January. And I very much hope that they have had time to reflect and they're able to come back with reasonable expectations, because I want to get this done. I want to get a deal over the line, but I cannot do it if they maintain these unreasonable demands that they have been, sadly, thus far.
Now we haven't got a lot of time.
With junior doctors, I was very, very disappointed.
But I guess even more bizarre when you listen to Penny Hawthorne.
Our Prime Minister is a man whose migrant parents made sacrifices to ensure that he could have a good start in life. He worked hard to make best use of every opportunity he was afforded. He studied hard, he pushed himself. He had many career options, but he chose a life in public service, representing God's own country. He protected this nation and livelihoods from the greatest financial and health crisis since the Second World War. He has risen through hard work and courage and determination to be this country's first British Asian Prime Minister. He has shown global leadership on many challenges facing this country. He's a wonderful dad. He gives quietly to charities. He runs for his local hospice. He's a critic fanatic. He still attends home games at the football clubs he supports despite being Prime Minister and despite it being Southampton. He is a shareholder in 3 community pubs and patron of Leyburn Brass.
He's a shareholder in 3 community pubs. Is there any one reason why he's a shareholder? Is because they get the dividends. Why is that a benefit to the country? They think we're stupid.
And patron of Leyburn Brass Band. He doesn't just get Britain, he represents the best of Great Britain. The greatest things we have to offer and what they mean to the world and our values: hard work, enterprise, taking personal responsibility for yourself and helping others. He is in no way confused about where his duties lie. You won't find him taxing education or denying others the opportunities he has had, or voting against strengthening our borders, or siding with militant trade unions against the public, or compromising our energy security or our nuclear deterrent, or opposing the deportation of foreign criminals, scratching his head about the monarchy, ducking difficult issues, or supporting the Right Honourable Member for Islington North. If the Leader of the Opposition is a weather vane, our Prime Minister is a signpost. He knows what he stands for, he knows where the country needs to go, he's got a plan to get us there, and that plan is working. Further business will be announced in the usual way.
Why did she take up time that could have been used to discuss something worthwhile on that? She's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Bull! Insider trade that caused RBS to crash. Yes. And all the other flippant stuff he's involved in. Emphasis, for instance. And his wife. She owns like 6% of Emphasis. And also she's got a huge amount of shares in it as well. She eats with that mouth? Yeah. She's dying or lying. Oh. It was Fiona Bruce's fault. Yeah, of course it was. Hardships. I know. Terrible, isn't it? You can do a DNA test on water and find out which country it's from. Really? That really did sound like an epitaph. I know, that was a bizarre speech. And the way it was flat. It was really flat. Junior doctors, those under age of 17. No. Junior doctors, those who have been training for 6 years. You could be 60 and be a junior doctor. It really irritates me. It really irritates. They're not juniors. All it does, it demeans their position. Because the only reason they say they're junior doctors is not because they're a junior. It's because we can pay them less. Less worthy. 6 years training. And a huge amount of wonga. I love the cap locks. Oh no, I got the cap locks on, says Mark Wonky. I'd avoid it like the plague. Yes, I'd avoid that. Ice cubes by the plague, definitely, because it contains the plague. This is a funeral speech. Yeah, a funeral at a Tory party. It does sound like it. That's weird. Brexit has not sunken in most Brits. It hasn't. Most people don't understand what's going on. And I understand why, because it's just boring. It gets to a point where you heard so much of it, and it's all doom and gloom. But people told us so many times, yeah, give it up, let it up now, you know. We're bored of it now. But, you know, but it's there's so much more to come. Businesses are getting hit left, right, and centre, but they're failing. Oh, by the way, Orange Bikes, I reported on a while back, they've actually got some funding. So they're not dead in the water yet. So they had the administrators came in and they managed to get a deal done. So but they're gonna carry on making bikes, push bikes. Is. He loves to do a bit for charity. Yes, quietly. Yeah, right. Well, charity. Oh, I wonder which one. Did it happen to be a school in California? Was it 3 million he handed over there or something? Yeah, not schools in you know, Great Britain and all that, you know, no. Not British schools. No. All these plans, and they don't even explain what the plans are, no. But he's a signpost, okay? He's a signpost. And, quite frankly...
Kipper!
Orange bikes. Yeah, orange bikes. They're very nice bikes. They've got racing pedigree as well. They're really lovely bikes. And they literally went about to go to the wall. And they've been saved, it looks like. Junior doctors are going to move to Australia where they pay them a fair wage. I know. Ooh, blimey. That's going to help, isn't it? Oh, it's like fleeing the sinking ship, isn't it? I didn't actually do that, but, you know, I probably would have done it if it was the case. She broke them Hergy Corbin glass. What was it? What did Jeremy Corbyn say? Allowing to live rent free in your air or something like that. Just when Richie Sunak was basically slagging them off. Oh, you got Burns not coming up, haven't you? Burns. She's reading out the famous Burns poem to a jobby. Deport Boris Johnson. Let's put it in the mincer. Let's make. We need to send them to. Oh, crikey. I got Hank sausages, what they call them? Hank. Make them to sausages, like Sweeney Todd. I was joking about the water DNA test. Oh, okay. It falls from the bleeding sky. It does. I don't think about this for a second. But it ends up places where the shit is. But, oh yeah, but not for the good countries, does it? No. Unless we pipe it. With a mess. A junior doctor is a fully qualified doctor, but is training for a specialist position in medicine. I just don't know the terminology. I think we need to get rid of that. We need to get a shot of that. Because the Joe public, they hear that and they think they're all kids. What do they need that money for? My current GP is from the UK. Please keep sending us your doctors, please. Oh, thanks. Says Cootaloo in Canada. Anybody who injects people with something they don't need is a junior doctor in my argue. There we go again. I was watching a YouTuber who goes around to different English towns and was shocked at the condition. They look like Eastern Europe in the 1990s, but less lively. Now, there was a French YouTuber. He ain't done anything since. and he went to a huge amount of effort, and he visited the UK and interviewed a load of Brexiters and what have you. And he made a really, really good video, and it got hardly any views. I mean, he must have been so disheartened. But it was a really good video. But the thing is, we don't understand how YouTube works, I suppose. Boris and Trump spat. Oh, there we go. Spat on the water, and them DNA can't be found. They were read. Oh. Living rent free in Tories' heads. Yeah. A wandering turnip and Wendell. Try these ones, Steve McGowan, and be even more surprised. Oh, a wandering turnip and Wendell. I don't know what that is. I'm just saying that water can't have a nationality. I suppose not. Made from British water. My bum. Me ass. That's what gets me about, if you look the waterways and what have you, and for me, for instance, I'm from Norfolk, yeah? And we've got the Norfolk Broads. And most of the Norfolk Broads are owned by big landowners, generally farmers. Now, Wroxham Broad, for instance, the Sallis Broad, sorry, is owned by the Cater family. And they try and restrict you going in there and stuff, or charge you to go in there with your boat. But they don't own the water. The water's moving. You see, so and who's the other one? There's one who owns Wroxham Broad. Oh, Craig, I can't remember the name now. Oh, they're really petty as well. So you're not allowed to put your mud weight down. Boom, 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 boom. Doctor want Boris and Trump for lobotomy treatment. Drill his brain. Wendell videos are bullshit. I don't know what they're about. What a Wendell video. I'm going to have a look now. I want to know now. Wendell. The guy who examined me in an elevator said he was a doctor. Now I'm starting to question if he really was. Oh, that's Thursday night, was it, Bernstein? Most of the British coastline is owned by sausage fingers. I know. King Charles. He owns most of the flipping coastline around the UK. That's horrendous. It's just wrong, isn't it? What got me is when going to the landfill site, doing construction work, and you get like rubble and this, that, and the other, and. When I got the bill back, and I questioned the bill, because it's all itemised on the thing, and I said, what's that bit about? And there's a tax there, which goes to the Crown. So it's charged on, they get charged for how much cubic metres, and then that gets we have to pay our bit. So we get charged the tax when you go into landfill sites. Goes to the King, goes to the Crown. I was asking a streamer I watch who stealth camps around Sunderland if he jokes about water smelling like raw sewage. He said he wished. Oh, Krug, he said he wished he was joking. Oh, nasty. Krug, yeah, wild camping and all that. I've done that here in France with my son, wild camping. I was riding. I've told the story before. I was riding from Limoges to Barcelona on the push bike, and a lot of the time we were camping in the fields, and it was actually quite pleasant. And one night though, I managed to stick on top of an ant's nest, which wasn't a great idea. The tent is. Wroxham, for the uninitiated, is a dodgy district of Norfolk known for inbreeding. Now, let's get this straight. Where do you think Wroxham is? Do you think it is where Roy's or Wroxham is, where the bridge is? And all that? Because that's not Wroxham, that's Hobbiton. It's not even Wroxham. That's what gets me. Roy's of Wroxham, that's Roy's of Hobbiton. There was a good documentary on Journeyman Pictures channel about Trump and his Scottish golf course. He wasn't very happy, was he, with the council there? They keep restricting him. Norfolk's full of inbreeding, something that we do, you know. All incestual, that's what we do. Yeah. Gotta keep it in the family. To be fair, actually, it goes on quite a bit here in France, to be honest. Or it used to. Because inheritance laws. Yeah, gotta keep it in the family. I sometimes watch videos of people I really dislike. Do you know what? I get that, because I have to do that anyway, because if you don't, you end up being in your own little bubble. So it also helps to give you some grounding to your own argument. It strengthens your own point of view. What is right, what is wrong. So, what's the phrase? There's a phrase. I can't remember what it is now. It's saying, I can't remember what it is though. Really dislike if you can obtain information. Okay. Sometimes I watch videos of people I really dislike if I can obtain information from it. Tours of the streets are one of them, and you can see decay, and the YouTube focused on his thing. YouTube and you can see decay. The YouTube focused on his thing and does not see. There was a good documentary on Journeyman Pictures channel about Trump. Oh, done that already. Cousin country. Trump cut off the water to surrounding houses. Oh, cry, did he? At his golf course. Arsehole. Asshole. I don't like anyone let anyone pollute my thinking. That's because it's too polluted already, mate. Okay? It's a cesspit. I know, I see the streets and people and infrastructure and attitudes, even vehicles, clothing and general aspect of people. Oh, I see you mean, yeah. Nobody told me to refuse the vaccine and nobody influenced my choice. Oh, freedom! I went around and I spread the virus to every Tom, Dick and Harry and they all died. That's what I did. Right. I'm lit. Oh, man. Okay. The best water, says Manbunk33, in the disunited kingdom is Scottish water. Yeah, no crap floating in ours. Thank you very much. Because it's nationalised. And what shit floats in our water is nationalised shit. And we love it. It's our shit. Anyway, you've got the woman. You've got the Nicola Sturgeon who said that Liz Truss is as much use as a marzipan dildo. And I happen to agree. I tried. And the UK has suspended talks as apparently. Have you heard? Oh, probably. Yes, the UK suspends trade talks with Canada after claims progress is not being made. No progress. Oh, dear. Did they forget their tiny chair? They need Liz Truss, don't they? Talks that began in 2022 halted amid unhappiness on both sides about the lack of access to agricultural markets. And the UK has halted trade with Canada. Actually, it's the other way around. With discussions breaking down after a disagreement over beef and cheese. Beef and cheese. Is it to do with Anne Widdecombe? And the two countries have been negotiating for the past 2 years. All that money on negotiations. In the wake of Britain leaving the European Union, with the trade continuing under the same deal brokered when the UK was a member of the bloc. An UK government spokesperson said, "We have always said we will only negotiate trade deals that deliver for the British people, like the Hong Kong, like the Japanese trade deal, like the Australian trade deal. Oh, no. Like the New Zealand trade deal. Oh, God, crikey, blimey. And we reserve the right to pause negotiations with any country if the progress is not being made." Oh, crikey. Can we bad knock like this? "We remain open to restarting talks with Canada in the future to build a stronger trade relationship that benefits businesses and consumers on both sides of the Atlantic." Isn't Canada in the CPTPC? That hasn't been ratified yet, has it? The CPTPC, TCP hasn't been ratified. I don't think so. The talks, which started in March 2022, are among a number of negotiations Britain has launched around the world after its decision to leave the European Union, which excluded it from existing EU trade deals. The previous agreement had allowed the UK to continue to sell cars and cheese in Canada without it charging any import taxes. However, Canada's government has been facing pressure from the beef industry and domestic cheese makers. And the UK had been trading with Canada on terms that largely replicated the arrangements in place from the UK's time in the EU. Terrible, wasn't it? When we were in the EU, we could trade freely. Well, a spokesperson for the Canadian Trade Minister, Mary NG, said, "We are disappointed that the negotiations in the UK have been paused, and their decision to continue to maintain market access to barriers for our agricultural industry and unwillingness to reach a mutual agreement has only stalled negotiations." Oh. Well, she's contacted the British Business Minister, Kemi, to express Canada's disappointment, and the spokesperson added, "Before Britain left the EU at the end of 2020, Canada rolled over existing trade arrangements to ensure free trade could continue. And one arrangement dealing with cheese access has expired, and the Canadian government and official blamed Britain for the lack of an extension deal. Unfortunately, Britain did not act as fast as it should have in the negotiations and expects Canada to just give it all these things," an official told the Reuters news agency. Both sides said they were ready to resume talks. Blah, 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 blah. Total bilateral trade in the goods and services was $29.9 billion in the year ending 30th of June 2023, and Canada was Britain's 18th largest trading partner. Oh. So, cheese, fromage, cheddar. Poor farmers. Well, all it meant is we'd been flooded with Canadian produce, to be fair. Maybe because they got so much flack over, the current trade deals that are shit. There was a good documentary. Oh, no, there we come. The negotiations probably went like this. Canada, can't we have the same terms as Australia and New Zealand? UK, no, because they were shit for the UK. The Scots hated Trump before it was cool. Goodloo, my favourite is the Tower of the Elephant, where he meets the trapped god. What? I'm lost now. Cheese grommet. Around here are about 200 or more empty houses. They were getting bought up, aren't they, by the banks, not the old houses, but new builds. Loads are getting bought up by the banks, bastards. So they're going to win-win. They're going to push up property prices, and so they'll be winning on interest rates, and then they'll be winning on the rents as well, and obviously the equity value increases. I enjoy locally sourced cheese and beef. I bet you do. You suck your toes and the beef. Yeah, okay. Oh, yes. And that was also a good one. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I haven't been there. I haven't watched it. Tales by Robert E. Howard. Oh, okay. I haven't seen it yet. Anyway, I'm so tired because it is like 10 to 1 in the morning. And I should really be getting to bed a lot earlier, to be honest. I should. High blood pressure, Hypertension stage 2, which isn't really good. So, I'll see a specialist. I am on the 16th, yeah. Getting the blood test next week. I'll probably get it on Tuesday. Probably get the results through the post or via email by Wednesday. Yeah. So, yeah, it took 2 weeks to get my appointment, and the only reason that is I had to get the blood test beforehand. It takes ages done. It's terrible. Waiting lists here. Oh, in France. There ain't any. Anyway, I'm going to say toodaloo because I am so tired and I'm losing my voice. Oh, crikey. Let's have a bit of Trumpian. Lovely.
Trump being arrested today. Nelson Mandela was arrested, served time in prison. Jesus was arrested and murdered by the Roman government. There have been many people throughout history that have been arrested and persecuted by radical, corrupt governments. And it's beginning today in New York City. And I just can't believe it's happening, but I'll always support him. He's done nothing wrong.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as South Africa and Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S., or should help South Africa, and should help Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Are you like a crazy person?
Oh, yes. How about another one?
I want to talk to the Trump supporters for a minute. I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you like this guy.
Whatever he does, he accuses everyone else of doing. The man cannot tell the truth, but he combines it with being a narcissist. A narcissist at a level I don't think this country's ever seen.
And my concern is that he would grab up that power and really treat the country as sort of his little bully fiefdom.
Donald Trump is everything I taught my children not to do in kindergarten.
He's been exploiting working Americans for 40 years.
He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot.
He says he's for the little guy, but he's actually built a lot of his businesses on the backs of the little guy.
You know, Donald Trump the other day said that, it, quote, if he tells a soldier to commit a war crime, the soldier will just go do it.
And I don't think Donald Trump has even read the Constitution, knows what's in the Constitution.
A toxic mix of demagoguery and mean-spiritedness and nonsense.
I just cannot support Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is a delusional narcissist and an orange-faced windbag.
Donald Trump is a con artist.
He doesn't know the difference between truth and lies. He lies practically every word that comes out of his mouth.
I think he's a kook. I think he's crazy. I think he's unfit for office.
We're going to build a wall. Mexico's going to pay for the wall. We're going to stop drugs from coming in.
The people, my people are so smart. And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
It's like walking through Hampton Court Maze blindfold, being turned around 16 times and trying to find your way out. I don't think people in Britain were told the truth to start with. Don't think they knew exactly what they were voting for. They were promised something that was completely ridiculous and it wasn't economically viable. And then it's gotten so complicated now that I just don't know what's going on.
She packed my bags last night.
Like, there are more people in this audience who voted for Boris Johnson.
So we get Brexit done.
For the Conservative Party than for any other single party here. So let's have a show of hands, shall we? Who believes Boris Johnson was telling the truth yesterday?
Tell me, isn't the sheriff supposed to be courageous, loyal, and above all honest?
Toodaloo, and thanks to the spanners. Have a lovely week. And think of me. Yeah, think of me in a mankini. Oh, squishy.